Or a fire hydrant.
An overturned truck spilled 42,000 pounds of beer onto a West Virginia highway the day after Christmas.
Damn.
I just picture hill folk crawling out of the ditch immediately. Like the second the beers hit, all of a sudden there's 30 people. Oh, get him, Barry. Go on, get him, grab him.
Give me that straw.
I mean, they didn't ship it in a big tanker?
No.
You're thinking of gasoline.
Yes, gasoline goes in big tankers.
I've seen one filled with fat. It said, this fat is not edible. It's used for something else.
Non-potable fat.
Tanker. Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Oh, God.
Somebody once put a sign on my back that said, this fat is not edible. It is just used for other uses. Is that what you wanted, Chick?
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, yeah?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Pally, it looks like our girls have dumped us.
They're taking speed, too, Dean. Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Or a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, wow, I'll surely miss the way you blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Come on and blow me.
Blow kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss goodbye.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me a kiss.
Gasm.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Are you kidding, you monster?
But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and a ring.
Honey, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
Blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Oh, yeah.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
He'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
But I'll miss her head most of all.
Go down, boys.
Mr. Royce Campbell on guitar, ladies and gentlemen. I loved it when he sang Rhinestone Cowboy, didn't you, Pally?
That was Glenn Campbell, you tool. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
A kiss as you go.
Here's the big finish, Steve.
And if you wanna come home, honey, hey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss.
Hyman Jazzin. Arking, Stevie, Hyman Jazzin.
Who the hell is that?
Kind of lost it there at the end. How about you? Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
At the news desk. Pat Godwin.
Chick McGee.
In the performance room, there's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Steeping his tea and shaking his protein drink. There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I am at the sports desk. I remain Chick McGee. Yeah, I got one name for my fantasy team.
Oh, okay. Well, once
you
again...
you got an email over there?
I do. Perhaps we should... can we kill the music?
This is very important. Dear Bob and Tom staff, yesterday there was an incident on your program. As you recall, on Monday, Ace Cosby had to go to a doctor's appointment or something.
Yeah. Well, it turns out it was or something.
Yeah.
We missed the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Well, I don't say we missed.
Yesterday, Ace did an Ace Cosby joke of the day, but you promised a bonus joke.
Boy.
I must have missed it.
Yeah,
In what hour and minute of the show did it occur? Please let me know, writes Brian. Brian, I stand corrected. I forgot to bring back the Ace Cosby joke of the day, so we have yet to have that bonus joke.
So today we have to have two.
Not today. I think we need to get right to it.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What's the difference between an actor and a burnt rodent?
What is the difference between an actor and a burnt rodent? I give up.
One's Chris Pratt, the other's a crisp rat.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
All right.
Wow.
So it's an individual actor.
You're right.
Yeah, just the one actor. Actor collectively.
We have a very bizarre Bradley Cooper story coming.
Yeah. Did you see the picture of that guy?
Yeah.
I love Bradley Cooper.
Well, there's been a sort of fake Bradley Cooper sighting coming up in the news. Ace, thank you. That means we, of course, have another Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up.
Well, we have that to look forward to.
Now, we had also mentioned yesterday that you are, after talking to Kostaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent,
Yeah, I guess.
you have decided
I'll fill out a form. Why not?
you're going to enter the world of fantasy football.
Sure. Never have. I don't understand how people do it. They cheer for
Other teams.
Other teams and other players. I don't get it. I can't have any Cowboys on my team. I can't. I won't.
No.
I won't do it.
Well, that's fine.
I won't do it.
But you need to name your team.
Yes.
And there have been many clever names over the years.
Here's one, and I wonder who can tell me what the meaning of this is, but I think Ace is exempt. Because I don't think
He's probably the only one. Then.
No, I think he'll know. So he'll go blah, 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 and it'll be over, and then it'll...
Ace, if you know the answer, just raise your hand.
Be quiet.
All right. Suggestion for my fantasy team. Hog Boucha.
Well, the Hogs are... I mean, this is easy. How about you is your catchphrase.
Right.
This is easy. Do you got YouTube?
Yeah.
You know?
Hog about you, the
Hog
Hogs,
about you, sure.
the nickname for your team.
The offensive line, and that should have been the name of the team instead
The
of
Hogs?
the commander. Yes, or the pigs, or the swine, or
No, they
something.
No, they had an opportunity to go with a great name, the Red Tails, honoring some great Americans, but they chose to do something totally
Anyhow,
generic.
don't
Like
make it about
80
that.
high schools already have a stupid name like that.
Hollow and
I like the one. I like Hey Hey, we're the Art Monks.
I know you do.
I like that very much.
That's awful.
It's great. Art Monk, one of your favorite players, is that correct?
Yeah.
And you own his shoes, right?
Shoes.
You have a pair of his shoes.
Which have our Nike tops, and whoever did it, one of the training staff, I guess, sewed the Nike tops onto Adidas bottoms because that's the way Arthur liked to play. Those were his shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. How does that work now?
yeah.
Does each team have its own shoe, or does each player do his own
I don't
thing?
know. I would think there's still there are shoe deals out there for the NBA players. I know that, but I don't know about the NFL.
Are there any shoe deals for radio folks?
I had one there for one brief shining moment when the world was young.
I forgot about that. Was it?
You know what the problem was, though? When you have a shoe deal, you got to go pick your shoes out. And it's hard to decide.
Well, no.
You want them all.
Over the course of the last couple of decades, how many athletic shoes would you say that you owned? And just be honest here.
Over the 4 decades, probably over 1,000.
Because you're a big fan.
Yeah, I like shoes. As I've always said, if you offer me a brand new car,
Right.
or a brand new pair of shoes, I'll take the car, but I'll think about it. Okay?
Maybe the name of your fantasy team should have something to do with shoes.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe some connection to I don't know what it would be.
How about shoes and sweet soul music? How about that? Shoes have souls.
There's no football tie in there.
I have souls.
Okay. Well, we'll give it some thought, and I'm sure some people out there listening have some great ideas. You can email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. We'd certainly love to get a good suggestion for Chick's fantasy team. Do they have fantasy hockey, Josh?
Yeah.
They do?
No, I have no interest.
I think that's I've never understood fantasy football. I don't get it other than just hanging out and drink.
Yeah, I just like watching the games. I don't need the. Yeah. And I'm not married, so I don't need to be part of a fantasy anything. That's all it is divorce repellent, isn't it?
There's no need for you to have to leave your home.
You may be right. Yeah.
You don't golf, you don't fantasy. You can sit in your home. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of people who play fantasy baseball. That's a lot of busy work.
Well, that was Jimmy Pardo.
Yes, he did.
In the early days of fantasy baseball, when it first started, referred to it as fantasy accounting because it was such a numbers game. Now they have, obviously, with advanced computer technology and blah, 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 it's a little bit easier. But coming up also, things your grandpa said once again. This is Jeremy writes, my grandpa used to say about his loner friends and coworkers, they couldn't get laid in a monkey whorehouse with a fistful of bananas.
Man, oh man.
Monkey whorehouse. Very, very poetic. Monkey.
I like the term monkey whorehouse.
Yeah, me too. Doesn't that sound like a great show you'd watch? Yeah. Right after I Love Lucy, it's Monkey Whorehouse.
I'm short-lived.
Tonight on Monkey Whorehouse, the Monkey Whorehouse Madam.
Now we do have some actual sports. You want to give us a little bit of
a very special episode, The Pox.
We didn't start it. Okay. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell's shooting his mouth off about Deshaun Watson. We'll talk about it.
Come on. I'm so tired of it.
A federal judge has more or less ruled on some golfers who went to the LIV Golf Tour. Serena Williams announces that she's going to step away from tennis gradually. We have an update in the Brittany Griner situation and an interesting thing last night on Major League Baseball field.
Oh, yeah?
You think you like your phone. Well, the player really liked his phone. Huh? So,
yeah, I used to do the fantasy baseball thing.
You did?
Yeah, and then I...
no, you know what you did.
The truth of the matter is I quit when... my team left me because I wouldn't build them a new stadium.
Oh man,
they are just.
Well, yeah. Do you remember? You were involved. I thought heavily in a NASCAR fantasy league.
I was
for quite a while.
Yeah, you enjoyed that.
You really liked that.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I remember you walking around the hall between seasons, going, "Are we going to start that league again?"
Yeah,
I won.
You won the league?
Yeah, one year, yeah.
Did you make all your decisions, or did you have a ring?
You had to have help.
No, I did not.
Really?
Just did a lot of reading.
Still a lot of reading.
And I was furious, though, because one week my thing didn't go through.
Oh.
It wasn't as sophisticated as it is
Sure.
now. Yeah, that was fun. But we'll get a name for Chick McGee's fantasy football team right now. I want to talk to you real quick about that car, that truck you're in it. Boy, do you need that to keep going these days, don't you? And for almost a century, NAPA and NAPA Auto Parts has been known for having the quality parts and stuff and the expert knowledge that you need. NAPA, good friends of this show, and the folks behind the counter have what we call NAPA know-how. Nearly 6,000 NAPA Auto Parts stores, by the way, and get this, 17,000 NAPA Auto Care Centers, so you're never far from the quality products and the service, the trusted service you need for your ride. Your lifestyle, your life depends on having a good vehicle these days. So visit NAPAonline.com. and find the NAPA location near you. Say hi to those great folks behind the counter because we know they've got NAPA know-how and they know how to help you out. And that's what we certainly appreciate. Now, coming up, we have interesting things in the world of sports and...
Well, Hard Knocks premiered last night, and coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell, is already a legend. He talked about ass cheeks and D's nuts last night. So we'll go on.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Ass cheeks and D's nuts. Yep. It was on right after I'm Dickens, He's Fenster.
I thought it was after Monkey Whorehouse.
No, Monkey Whorehouse is on Tuesdays. Come on.
I got you.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You mentioned WVON.
Yeah, that's where my dad worked when he started in radio.
You know, everything in the world is not based around Chicago. Did you know that?
I know that. I was just trying to have a nice conversation with my friend Roy Wood Jr.
I can't tell you how wrong you are about all of that.
I know Chicago is not the end all and be all of everything.
That's not true.
But it's close.
And what Roy doesn't know about me is that I'm a White Sox fan. And so he and I have some other things to discuss.
You know what's funny is that I found out from black people in Chicago that there's not a lot of black Cubs fans because the Cubs are on the north side and the whole racial divide in the city. And I went to Chicago and yay, Cubs! And black people were just like, what? Did you just say go Republicans? I'm like, no.
White Sox are our South Side team. I'm a South Side guy. And I'm very proud of the ethnic diversity of our fandom. It's really good.
The Cubs had a black guy with a Jerry curl. It doesn't get more progressive than that. Have the White Sox had any Jerry curl players?
Hi, how are you?
Maybe Sammy Sosa.
How's it going?
Sammy Sosa was a White Sox first.
Roy is
he
going
went
to try
Rangers,
to put
White
his
Sox, Cubs.
foot behind his head. I don't know how this. I know how it started. Christie did it first, and evidently Roy has said that he can do it. Did
General
you say you could
manager.
do it?
Yeah. I can do this. Take this, Christy. This is me. Leg behind the head.
When I hear the snap, I'm calling 911.
You should get on the floor and try it.
Hold my leg.
Okay, I got it.
And then I'm going to go under. No, that ain't. Okay. No. Whew. Stretch my ass.
I don't think that qualifies as a success.
How about putting my leg behind your head?
Well, now it's gotten.
That
could work.
We could work that out. Probably work it out. I mean, my leg behind your head.
No.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
BobandTom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes. Brought to you by Team Kentucky. Pricing includes VIP weekend passes, airfare credit, Marriott downtown Louisville accommodation, ground transportation from Pegasus Distill, dinner at Ceviche, a VIP tour at the Kentucky Derby Museum, and more. Plus, we'll be joining the celebration live from Louisville Friday, September 16th. Go to BobandTom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes. Brought to you by Team Kentucky.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1896.
Uh-oh.
The place just outside of Athens, near the town of Stactontopolis, Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event. In what will surely go down as the biggest bloodbath in Olympic history, runners from 5 teams were injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hammett then.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom.
Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's holding his organ, and his guitar's nearby.
Oh, yeah, always.
Ready to roll. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
At the upside sidekick desk, there's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick.
You're welcome.
I got a couple things I wanted to get to. Got to get a song out of you, Pat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Squeeze his head.
Don't you love the way he acts surprised?
I'm just working on stuff over here. He's ready to go at any moment.
That's right. He's
a lot of
working.
things in front of me.
Now, we're also looking for a name for Chick McGee's fantasy football team. This is going to be a first for Chick, a lifelong NFL fan.
Here's one. The Conjugal Visitors. You got me.
That'd be a better name for a band, I think.
Really?
Well, there's no football.
You get your home team and your visitors. I think that's.
Okay. I didn't see
that's
it
right.
that way.
Chip happens. That's
again. There's no connection to football. That. How about this?
Okay.
Let me think of this through again. Okay, because I like the one. Hey, we're the art monks. You don't. How about this? I got to think. Hold on.
He's in the Hall of
Here we go. I got it. How great thou art, monk.
Oh.
Okay, come on.
No.
It's just wordy.
Yeah, it's real clunky.
Wherefore art monk?
Excuse me, Ace.
That's good.
Did we ask the girl?
Oh, the girl's sitting out. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did.
Who art in heaven?
Sorry.
What would it be now?
Who art in heaven?
Yeah, that helps. Will you?
I'll shut up.
Is art in heaven?
No.
Oh, okay.
It would have to be something who art in heaven, like our football who art in heaven. But then you kind of lost the art monk thing there.
This is from Lonnie. First, let me start by saying that Tom's suggestion. Hey, we're the art monks. Effing stupid.
Ooh.
Maybe your team's name should just be an audible sigh.
No, that's
my fantasy team name.
No, that's like when Prince did that. Remember the artist formerly known as Prince thing? That was awkward and stupid. People don't even remember that.
He didn't have a will, you know. Did you read that?
Yeah, that left a mess. Yeah. Don't do that.
I can't wait to leave a mess.
How great.
Wait a minute. Hold it. We got one.
Uh-oh.
Dear Chick, it's C-H-I-C-K, by the way, not chic. From beginning to end, I like to point out how I'm spelling my fake name. From beginning to end, the meaning of life can be described in just 2 words, and it's perfect for your fantasy football team name. Flasher Parking. Or the Flasher Parkers.
Oh, boy, that's strong.
That's pretty good.
Flasher, the team, the Flasher Parkers.
Is there a football player that named Parker? So you could have like Flasher Parker Stevenson or whatever.
Oh, there you go.
Parker Stevenson, isn't he an actor?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if there's a football player,
I don't think he's out there. Okay. I thought he was married to
Michelle Pfeiffer for a while, right?
Pam Dauber. Was that
are they?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Here's one. Every time I put one up for a vote, you'll hear this.
Well, here's one going for those familiar with the Chick McGee persona. You could name your team Grapes and Miller Lite. Referencing an alleged tryst you had in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, that's right.
That rears its ugly head again. Okay.
Once again, Chick is a lifelong fan of what used to be called the Washington Redskins. They're now called the Washington...
Let Josh do it.
Commanders.
There it is. Yeah.
God, which is more generic? The Commanders of the Cleveland Guardians. It's such a disappointment.
Wouldn't it be funny if they referred to them as the team formerly known as the Redskins? You're still just saying it all the time.
So not being offensive, but referencing the fact that they used to be.
You know, I met a bunch of people over the weekend, and there was a lady from Cleveland. And she said that she had no idea. She knew where the Guardian statues were, but she never heard it mentioned in Cleveland, and she grew up there.
I've grew up. No one ever on Earth, ever.
Yeah, she agreed with you.
They've named it after some bridge abutment or something. No one on Earth has ever heard of that.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of really cool options they could have gone with the history of baseball in the town, but they chose to go generic.
Well,
Sad, really.
You know.
Well, you don't have people a lot of imaginations running these teams. Just very rich, dumb white guys,
and they're terrified.
Yeah,
you know,
so they got it. They have to run it by 10,000 different people.
Exactly.
Is this generic enough?
Oh, here's one. I know.
We're so woke, but now we're offending people who have sleep apnea.
right.
Dude looks like a Brady. The fantasy team.
That would be good, but you're not a Tampa Bay or a New England fan.
Or that big of an Aerosmith
I do
fan.
like that.
I do like that too.
I like first round Aerosmith and not second round. Yeah. How about the Red Shins? What?
Red Shins?
Stay away from.
Oh, this is in reference to when I fell through the ceiling.
And crushed your testicles?
Yeah. Unfortunately, my testicles broke my fall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The key to that? If you're up in your attic,
walk on the joist.
Walk on the joist or the rafters. You don't want to step on the
drywall. Drywall will not help.
Yeah, that's
hold you.
That's very, very rough. Now, Pat, I was trying to remember. Yesterday we had a couple of really good songs out of you.
Well, thank you very much.
Do you remember what they were?
Boy,
well, that was a long time ago.
I was just humming them today.
Well, we had
that tribute to your new girlfriend that I enjoyed.
And we had the old people in love. That one.
First date. Monday.
How was that going, by the way, with your girlfriend? How's she like the new song? And be honest.
She actually likes it.
She really likes it.
Huh?
Okay. All right.
I've met her. She has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say I met her. She has a great sense of humor.
Yeah, it's funny
because the song is about her protruding attributes.
Right.
As the old poem goes, your what is it? Hey, bunny, well met. Your protruding attributes have served you well.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, he's being pretentious and awful.
No, sorry, I'm literary. I forgot.
There it is.
Crack open a book, kids. You'll go far in life.
Okay, who wrote it?
I did. The point is.
Well, then how we?
I haven't noticed Pat's. I didn't remember. Actually, we talked about that in the green room. I go, man, I like that song, but when I met her, I didn't happen to notice.
I didn't either.
I'll have to
You
get a good
notice
look.
she's real touchy-feely? Did you notice that? I didn't care for that very much.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if she was.
Where did she touchy-feely you?
Well, no, she shakes your hand and then she musks my hair. And it was just.
You try to start something?
I didn't really care.
No, I want to start.
Try to play with your nipples.
Chick McGee loves it. No matter who you are, when you meet Chick McGee, muss his hair.
He really enjoys it. And give him a big hug.
I might be I'm a big
we love that.
I'm a hugger, all right.
I am too.
And by the way, me playing with my nipples is gone
viral almost.
What the hell is this? Stop watching that, people. I don't think I can get it taken down. But.
Stop watching that.
Good God.
Okay, I'm sorry. Pat, I'm trying to. I was really delighted by one of the songs yesterday.
I think we did the Italian guy. I don't know what it was about at this point. It was so long ago.
What do you have a song prepared?
Do you have something you want to play for
right
us?
now?
Well, we have 2 songs ready to go today. Josh's song will be tomorrow with the band.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
With
we
the
should
band?
point out that tomorrow we
that's
have
right, too.
Duke Tomato and the Power Trio was the house band, and then Friday the return of the Black Moods as our house band. Coming up today, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie.
That was an interesting.
I gave it a new spin.
Yeah, and some new spice.
Normally I go Sexy Time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that better?
I liked both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I say you.
That's more of a baseball
I think the
answer.
second one.
It's Sexy Time with Allie Brain right after the 7th inning stretch.
I have that.
That's not sexy.
No.
I had that you saying "Sexy Time" recorded on my phone. I can't complete without hearing it.
Okay.
Sexy Time.
Complete what?
Blacked. My book report.
Now, what was the...
We had a runner whose junk fell out of his shorts.
That's right.
Yeah, the news story was it was a guy competing in a decathlon, and his male member fell out of his shorts, and he couldn't get it back in, and it delayed him enough that he lost the race and did not win the decathlon in a European track competition.
My wiener.
And
and I got 30 emails about yesterday telling me that that happened at the NFL Combine. A player was running the 40-yard dash, and
that's true. I saw a video.
He started to fall down, and there's his wang right out there, man.
Boom.
That's another. They call those measurables, Tom.
how did it?
Yeah, what do they measure?
The 40-yard dash, the vertical leap, the explosiveness. Those are all measurables.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Pat, now what was the story on the Italian guy again?
Well, he was running in the race and his stuff fell out. Okay. It was a big deal for him.
Okay.
Very
Want to play your tribute for us?
Well, I'd have to bring my friend in who stayed an extra day. Luigi, are you there? Yeah, I'm here.
There he is. There's Luigi.
So Luigi Accusatore, I'm by myself.
What happened to your girlfriend?
She got a monkeypox. And,
no.
Gina statutory.
Gina statutory. Okay.
Rare for a woman.
Absolutely. We'll get to the bottom of how it happened. But,
oh, boy. Bring that up, will you?
I'm here to sing.
God.
Now, you heard the story.
Oh, I heard the story.
About Alberto Nonino.
Yeah.
His
friend of mine.
male member popped out at the World Athletics U20 Championship.
Man, I love that setting.
Oh, it's a concertina, Chicky. Here we go. I sing it for you now. When you're running out of the race, out of the flops, out of place, that's unfortunate. If you dress in the dark, you don't forget your jock, that's elementary. Cover up your thing, cup your ding-a-ling, they're gonna sting if it slaps on your Lego. You know that, Josh. Girls are gonna laugh at a tiny staff and shout out that noodle could use a little prego. Let's go some more here. When you run down the street and out comes your meat, that's unfortunate. But it's worse if the girls point at your penny and say, that's not al dente. That means with bite. Crispy. Hard.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. I suppose, would wearing a jockstrap while running slow you down?
I don't think anybody
How
does
could that possibly?
Well, I think, and I don't know very much about this. Running shorts, aren't they kind of like swim trunks?
Don't they hold
like
it
a little
up?
mesh in there to hold everything
That's what
in?
I thought it was built for.
Lift and separate the old balls?
No,
right?
did you, in high school football, we used to have the standard, the cup check.
Nope.
And as I mentioned before, I just finished rereading the great book Ball 4 by Jim Bouton, and he talked about the cup check situation where he'd be, so there'd always be some guy running in the locker room, and he'd just whack you in the nuts and go, cup check.
Boy,
and if you didn't have one.
Then just ran like molasses, didn't it? Boy, oh boy.
You didn't have that done at your school?
None of us wore cups.
Don't wear a cup in football.
We didn't wear jocks either, I don't think. Well, a couple of the players did, wore jocks.
We had a coach give us cup checks. You didn't have that?
No, was it more of a caress or a whack?
It was a flip of the fingers. Just a flip.
Cup check.
Yeah, went down the line.
Yeah, we were too busy.
He was later arrested. No, but that was really a thing.
We were too busy winning games.
Oh, wow.
This was just in gym class. We had to wear cups.
Gym class?
Yeah, we had to wear cups for
what?
Some sport we were playing.
We had to line up like you were in the military. There was a big line, and they would do the testicle check, turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
And there would be I can remember it was a doctor with a medical bag.
Yeah.
And
does that make him a doctor if he carries around a medical bag?
Remember those old medical bags that they would?
Yeah, like the
leather bag.
They had that neat way of opening.
Yeah, they would open. God, how do you describe it?
Gate mouth.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Gate mouth.
You don't see those anymore. Those would be cool to carry around stuff in.
You know what? The best thing that's coming around now is house calls, more or less, by Zoom. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that really is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. You don't have to get up and go anywhere. You can stay in your home.
They can't do the testicle check.
No, you have to go in for certain things.
And when are they?
Turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that on your own.
When are they going to stop this dance of prostate exams? You can't tell me in the year 2022 there's not some other test other than grabbing my prostate with your finger.
There isn't.
Okay.
You think that
there is.
Do you think your doctor enjoys?
There is.
You think when you walk in, the doctor goes, "Oh boy, I get to finger McGee's ass." I'm glad I didn't have lunch today.
It's just a continuance of his Messiah complex. He wants to put me in my place, and there's nothing.
Some doctors have to like it, right?
No.
That's why they got into it in the first place.
I doubt it very much.
I'm just saying, out of the tens of thousands of proctologists out there, there's at least one that's going, man, I can't.
Typically not a proctologist. Your family doctor should do that for you, Josh. When is the last time you had your prostate checked?
Oh, boy, what, 2 years ago?
I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, it was. I got a good look.
And we used to have something on the show. I think Dean named it Proctober, where we celebrated the importance of prostate.
Of course, it's important.
And I want to urge all men out there to get the proper test. Ladies, there's some tests for you, not that one.
Just saying, there's a guy out there who gets off on it.
Oh, God. You're not helping.
I think I am.
No, I don't want. I'd like everybody to go see a physician and general principal. Talk to a medical professional. Don't listen to Josh.
No,
well, I'm not getting done because that makes.
I already got it done.
That makes me worry about my masculinity.
I will be heard on this. There are volunteers who go to medical school and they like to have their prostate examined.
They do?
Yes.
Well, see again. This is muddying the waters.
I'll volunteer.
Could we get back to jock straps?
Sure.
You ever popped on a jock strap, Christy, just for the fun?
I think I've only seen one, and I think Chick brought one in once or something.
I bet I brought Rippon's.
Yeah.
You had Mark Rippon's jock strap.
Yeah, and the shuffle and the legal machinations, if that's a word, and me being asked to leave various homes, I can't find Rippon's jock strap. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I lived in a home full of women. We didn't have jock straps laying around.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Boy, I'd like to have the tampon concession at that. Am I right?
Boy, once a month was not fun.
I bet.
Okay, well.
Did you all sync up?
Oh, you only had yours once a month?
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. Have you been in a relationship where the woman said it was like 3 weeks?
Oh, she's taking it. Yeah.
Every
It was like a 2-day window where we could actually fool around, and she always had a headache. The migraine came when she wasn't on their period.
Remember the story I told you a couple of weeks ago? This is such a great move. I don't know if you ever heard of this, Christy.
When you explored with a boy?
A certain friend of a friend was saying that even though she'd gone through menopause, she didn't tell her husband, and she would have tampons lying around so she could get a break every month.
Oh my gosh, that is sad.
Well, that's interesting. I have another suggestion for a fantasy football team, but it's not for mine. This guy is thanking us. His name's Mike. Dear guys and Christy, I changed my fantasy football team name to the Mud Falcons.
Yeah.
And I've been on a championship run ever since.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
Thank you very much.
The Mud Falcons, we found out that when ladies or gents climb radio towers to change light bulbs,
I think ladies do it far less because they're kind and considerate. They're not going to.
I want to be inclusive here.
Right.
It's 2022. If they have to, what's the graceful way to say this? Defecate. They can't climb down, so they let it rip from up above, and that's known as in the trade as a mud falcon. And it's a courtesy, much like in golf, to say 4.
And they time it to check how high they are.
You'd think it'd be easier for women because they're wearing skirts and dresses.
Yeah. What if they're free bleeding and they're up there?
Okay.
Free.
I'd like the judge to note that the defense attorney is the one that brought that up, and if you might approach the bench. Can I have a sports preview, please?
Yes, you can. We'll talk about Roger Goodell. He's weighing in on the Deshaun Watson situation. We'll have an update with Brittany Griner. Macaroni and cheese is in sports today.
Ooh, yum.
And a chopper, helicopter.
Well, that's a good story.
Yeah, we got it all coming up in sports.
Right now, I want to talk about our buddy Steven Singer, and mostly I want to talk about Krista. Krista's gorgeous, classy, brilliant.
Yes, she is.
People can't stop staring, and Krista is so easy. Oh, yeah, baby. Krista's actually an engagement ring, you see. From Steven Singer Jewelers, you can check it out at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's right, IHateStevenSinger.com. And when he says she's easy, what he means is that this is a click away from getting this done. If you're thinking about getting engaged, we're talking about a bright white, flawless to the eye, near colorless, high-quality, round, brilliant cut diamond, expertly cut into a classic gold solitaire Tiffany-style setting. Steven Singer makes it so easy to get the perfect engagement ring. It's a timeless solitaire ring in white rose or yellow gold, and your choice of carat weight. Chick McGee, spell carat.
C-A-R-A-T.
Very good.
You're welcome.
Very good. I always get that one wrong. Isn't that funny when Bugs Bunny does that thing with the carrots in the ring?
Damn it.
Oh, that's great. Real diamond jewelry. You don't have to ask Bugs Bunny. You can ask Steven Singer. IHateStevenSinger.com, famous for their 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. And, of course, their fast and free shipping. Get that order in before about 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and out the door it goes. IHateStevenSinger.com. You can just click right on the Krista Ready for Love diamond engagement ring. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, some cool sports updates. Also, we have marijuana and ham and sharks all in the news. Not in the same story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, and Fifth.
does that sound? That sounds very nice. Thank you. Haywood has his guitar out.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Thank you. We've had a lot of weird things happen this summer in the world of trucking. For example, here's a story out of Vegas. A semi-truck carrying a load of bananas crashed into the center median on northbound Interstate 15 Friday morning.
Yes, we have no bananas.
We've had so many of these. Remember this? Do you remember the spaghetti one?
We had spaghetti. We've had pizzas. We got a lot of stuff.
It's spaghetti time.
But occasionally, a big rig goes down, and you hope the drivers are doing okay. Here's one: a big rig spilled sausage all over a Minnesota highway in Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
That's the worst.
Oh, the worst. Oh, I get it.
Like bratwurst.
Where'd that happen? Up on the highway.
I'm surprised it didn't happen in Johnsonville. You see, however, if you're going to do that, if you're going to do that,
well.
You know what? Those kids in Johnsonville are misbehaving. They're all
brats.
Okay, there we go.
Brats better. Yeah.
I said, well, right.
But I thought this would lead into the great Haywood Banks song, 18 Wheels on a Big Rig. This is a great sing-along.
Nope, not doing it.
But you've got to focus.
You do. You have to pay attention.
The hard part of this, to me, there's a bunch of hard parts, but the Roman numeral part, very tough.
Too?
Do you remember that part?
You want that part too?
XVI.
Or we could have them.
XVI.
Enough about you, though.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just getting ready for it.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers.
This is an easy one.
Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 18 13. We on a big rig, and they're rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, on a big rig, and they're rolling.
Math is hard.
Okay, Roman numeral.
I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big rig.
Yes, very good.
Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's XVI, 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 XIV, XII, XII, XI, XIX, VII, VIV, wheels on a big rig. And they're Roman.
All right.
Zowie.
The backwards one.
That's impressive.
Warnings for Seoul and the neighboring metro area. South Korea's weather agency still forecasting another 4 to 12 inches of rain in the country's southern regions through tomorrow. 7 people remain missing in Seoul. Streets had turned into car-clogged rivers, sending floods cascading into subway stations. More than 1,800 people have had to leave their homes. And that, again, that's in South Korea. That's a look at things you may have missed on a Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Can you do the voice?
There are seeds in my marijuana, Andy.
That's pretty close. It's a little beefy.
You do it.
There are seeds in my marijuana, Andy.
Too high.
Is that too high?
Yes, way high,
Christy, you
man.
try it.
There are seeds in my marijuana.
Ace, let's see your Aunt B.
There are seeds in my marijuana, Andy.
That was like Monty Python-esque.
I thought Andy was first.
Comes to the
It
beginning.
is first, Andy.
Oh, was it Andy? There's seeds in my marijuana. Oh, sorry.
Oh, man,
I've been hearing that bit for 30 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Rick Schrader is our guest. Rick is a newly married new dad.
Yes, I have a 4-year-old daughter now, she's a doll. Her name's Maya, and she's beautiful, but I'll tell you, she's fallen under the sway of the evil purple one.
You mean...
Yes, Barney.
Barney the dinosaur?
Every morning, I love you. I haven't digested a breakfast in a year for listening to Barney on the and those amazing robot Stepford-like children they have surrounding him and the realistic portrayals of kids. Hey, Barney, let's clean our room and then pray. Where do they get these kids? Off the Mouseketeers directly to Barney, and it's amazing. The kids love Barney.
Mm-hmm.
They love him.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be the next Waco type disaster. Barney and his followers in a Quonset hut outside Dallas. Sharing means caring, Billy. So strike the match. Next thing you know, polyurethane Barney suit goes up like tinder.
Guy Joshy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hello, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
He's in the performance room, all hooked up, ready to go. There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
At the upside sidekick desk. Ace Cosby's here.
My man.
There he is. We've had one Ace Cosby joke, and we're eagerly awaiting the second Ace Cosby.
Thank you, Chick.
Hey. I'm a company man, if nothing else. I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We're trying to name Chick McGee's fantasy football team.
Got one.
For the first time ever, Chick has vowed he is going to play fantasy football. And by the way, I will give you a little bit of a preview. We are going to once again have a really fun football contest every week, and you'll be able to win a beautiful big green egg.
Nice.
Those things are badass.
We had such a good time with that last year, and so much fun. We're going to do that again. We're looking for a name. Because Chick is a lifelong fan of the Washington Football Club, formerly known as the Redskins, now called, Josh?
The Commanders.
Commanders.
No, you did not hear me?
I love how you say that.
The Commanders.
Yeah.
The Commanders.
I commend you.
But we're trying to think of a name that somehow cites that heritage.
Well, you don't have to. I mean,
it'd be fun. And I enjoyed Hey Hey We're the Art Monks. And How Great Thou Art Monk. Once again, referencing Mr. Monk, but Chick doesn't seem to like that. I've got another one for you.
Number 81 from Syracuse University. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You're familiar with rap music, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, this setup.
I'm not all that familiar with it, but I do know that there is there's the Ice-T rapper, Mr. T. No, that's not just Ice-T, I guess.
Yeah. God, he's going to qualify himself out of existence.
Then there's, of course, Ice Cube.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Vanilla Ice.
Sure.
Now, by way of background, Chick McGee famously ran off with a bag of ice. Remember this story?
Yes.
He stole a bag of ice from one of those machines.
I've never felt more alive.
You could be Ice Thief.
Ice Thief?
I like that.
Oh,
Let me tell you something, Tom. Totally worth it. Wow.
That's true. There's a long way to get there.
This is from Niels, Neils. Neils. Niels.
Yep.
Like Niels Bohr, the famous physicist?
You need to be quiet now. Niels retired from fantasy football, but I have an amazing fantasy football team name. Chick, you are welcome to it.
All right.
The name is My Foot to Your Balls.
Oh, jeez.
Use it well, my friend.
Subtle.
Well,
they'll really need a backstory like you do with Ice Thief.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one that has a musical accompaniment. Once again, trying to name Chick McGee's fantasy football team. How about the Nasty Stuffs?
Nasty Stuff.
I don't know.
How do we make Nasty Stuff plural?
Nasty.
The Nasty Stuffs? No.
How about the Nasties?
The Nasties.
Nasties? All the Nasties. That's an Elton John song.
It is. I love that song. I predict there's no way you go a full season of fantasy football.
Oh, no.
There's no way.
The only way I will go is that if, and I'm pretty sure it's this way, you fill out a form once, you put it into the wherever it goes, and then it tabulates and keeps.
And you never change it?
And I'm not going to change it or update it or anything.
How about Nasty Tough?
The nasty pigskin stuffers?
Because you got to be tough to play football.
How about the nasty pigskin stuffers? I'll back out like that.
There you go.
You can have that. If you
Here we go. Here's one that incorporates one of your favorite human beings. Of course, I'm talking about Joe Theismann. Mm-hmm. You could be the Caress My Thighs man.
You know,
you like Caress My Thighs, man?
No. Behind the scenes, that was over here, and I saw it, and I said, no, I don't think so. We talked about thick thighs, man. Save lives, man. I like that one.
Good.
Okay.
No?
If you've got a good suggestion, by all means. I do like flasher parking.
The flasher parkers?
The flasher parkers.
Yeah.
That people may get the wrong idea there. They may think that you're a flasher.
Oh, showing them my boobs?
Yeah, or whatever. Okay. Time now to segue into the world of sports. Do we have any interesting sports?
Here we go. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. You think anybody calls him Goody?
No.
Hey, Goody.
What up, Goody?
How's that good?
Goody in the house.
He doesn't seem like a guy with a great sense of humor.
No, he says he feels the league needed to keep pushing for a year-long suspension for Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson because of his egregious and predatory behavior. Those are quotes from the commissioner toward women. Goody, addressing the league's decision to appeal a 6-game suspension given to Watson by Sue L. Robinson, a former federal judge appointed by the NFL and NFL Players Association as an independent league disciplinary officer. Now, if they were going to undercut this lady anyway, if they didn't get
why'd they bother?
Why'd they even bother?
They need the story to go away.
And the reason they have a judge is because Roger Goodell was executioner and he passed down sentence and the whole thing. And the players, especially the Players Association, they didn't want that anymore. So let's designate an independent judge.
And
they
then
tried
throw it out. Okay.
And then throw it out as fast as you can.
Let's hear about some of the great cool guys and fun people that play in the NFL and do good things for people. There are a lot of them out there.
It's going to be a pretty good season.
Sure. Let's get the game going.
A federal judge in California has ruled 3 golfers who joined Saudi-backed Live Golf will not be able to compete in the PGA Tour's postseason. U.S. District Judge Beth Labson Freeman made her decision in San Jose after attorneys for the sides each spoke for about an hour. The golfers were seeking a temporary restraining order. Freeman denied it. Taylor Gooch, Matt Jones, and Hudson Swafford claim they should be able to play where they want to. They are among 10 players who filed an antitrust lawsuit against the PGA Tour last week, including lefty Phil Mickelson. There you go.
Gooch.
Gucci. Serena Williams has announced she's going to step away from the world of tennis.
Oh, really?
And the U.S. Open will probably be her last tournament. It's going to be a very gradual goodbye tour, I would guess.
Good.
And Bill Richardson, he's the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations and an emissary in hostage negotiations. He's working on getting Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan, another American, free from Russia. Maybe that'll happen.
Let's work on Paul first.
Any day. And we'll have a Major League Baseball story coming up. This player really likes his phone, and he wants to stay in touch, even if he's on the field playing the game.
What?
You never know when he might get a text.
I can't believe he could bring it out there.
Well, We'll have it coming up.
And also, Josh, headline has two of your two words in it. One of which will associate with you.
Okay.
The words are marijuana.
Yes.
And Missouri.
Oh.
The latter being your home state.
Yes.
And Christy and I got a gift.
Oh, we did.
From Canada, and we're going to open it.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, it sounds edible.
Sounds shaky.
Either that or I just broke it.
It's a vase.
Sounds like some of that Rocky Mountain reefer.
It doesn't smell like reefer.
Well, they mask it. That's the secret to that. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
On the way, Jessica Alsman and Allie Breen on a Wednesday. Hey, looking for something to do this weekend? Richmond, Indiana, Martinsville, Indiana. Hello. Coming up on Friday night, the Fourth Floor Blues Club in Richmond, Indiana is where it's all going to go down. Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskate, Reno Collier. That's right. All at the Fourth Floor Blues Club in Richmond, Indiana. Again, I caution you, don't go to the third floor. You don't want to know what's going on there. Saturday, August 13th at the American Legion in Martinsville, Indiana. That's right. That same trio on stage. Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskate, Reno Collier, all live comedy coming to you on your stage in your town. Richmond, Indiana, Friday night. Martinsville, Indiana, Saturday night. Check out thatjosharnold.com for tickets and information. Again, Allie Breen, Jessica Alsman on the way on a Wednesday.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. You may finally be catching a break from relentlessly surging prices, just a slight one, even as inflation is expected to remain painfully high for months, thanks largely to falling gas prices. The government's inflation report for July, which will be released this morning, is expected to show that prices jumped 8.7% from a year earlier. Still sizzling pace, but a slowdown from the 9.1% figure in June. Oh, but wait. You can expect to pay more to send a letter or package next year. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy says postal rates will go up in January after a hike in July. He says the reason is simple, that thing inflation we were just talking about. And the United States has renewed credibility on global climate issues and will be able to inspire other nations, hopefully, in their efforts, according to experts. After Democrats pushed through that big economic bill Sunday, the legislation, the single biggest investment in climate change in U.S. history, putting about $375 billion towards climate change fighting strategies, such as investments in renewable energy, production, and tax rebates for consumers who buy new or used electric vehicles. And a Utah man is in trouble. Corey Allen Martin has been arrested on accusations he started a wildfire trying to burn a spider with his lighter. According to police, Martin said he saw the spider Monday while hiking in the foothills near Salt Lake City. He acknowledges starting the fire, but didn't explain why he was just simply trying to burn the spider. Not your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Well, let's get a serious tip from you. When you get pulled over for a traffic thing, what's your suggestion? What do you do?
Just be polite. Yep. Yeah, I can
if you say yes or no, sir, more than likely you're going to get off unless you just run into a jerk. And
you're not supposed to get out of the car, right?
No. You know the best thing to do, and what I always do at night, if they pull me over, I always flip on my dome light and put my hands on the. And they always say, "Oh, you've been arrested before." And I go, "No, I'm an ex-cop." And then all of a sudden, everything just smooths.
Now, how do you prove you're an ex-cop? Do you have some kind of special signal?
I just say I make more money now.
Mm-hmm. And they know that you're.
They know I'm.
I see. Okay, good.
I'm so doing that, telling them I'm an ex-cop.
You don't ever say you know a cop either.
Oh, really?
Because then the automatic response is, "Yeah, I know him. I hate him."
Oh, well, they must know the same cop we know.
Wow, that's sad.
That's the automatic response.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you can say. But I got a friend that's a police officer,
so I have a free pass.
Yeah,
right.
You can't pull me over.
I'm assuming I can go on with my life.
Hey, I give it the police fund. Does that help if I have the bumper sticker in the car?
No.
That's the first thing they look for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every drug dealer in the world has one of those.
Boy, you're a chump. You just paid for our last keg party.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels. The people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question. You go, "Hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow?" Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an Aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
Bob.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
She's wearing her Kiss long sleeve T-shirt today.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickie.
At the Upside Sidekick desk.
You better believe it.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We have an opportunity today to name Chick's fantasy football team.
Oh, they're coming in fast and furious.
Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We would love to hear from you. Your suggestion, once again, Chick is a lifelong Washington Football Club fan. If you can think of something perhaps that incorporates some aspect of that, or he's also a fan of the Ohio State University.
I still have my money. Okay.
What have you got over there?
Fantasy football team name. Country Road, take Mahomes.
That would be good if you were a fan of the Chiefs. That's a very...
That is a good fantasy team name, though.
Name for Chick's fantasy team. The Chick Magnets.
Oh, I like it.
Simply Houston, Houston, Houston.
Again, if you were a fan of
the Fargan Ice Hole.
I love it.
Let's see. Wentz, Trice, 3 times a lady.
Carson Wentz reference there?
Carson Wentz reference.
And, of course, Carson Wentz is now...
Washington football, yeah.
Oh.
He's there, yeah.
That's not too bad.
Being inaccurate.
How about from Wentz he came?
Oh. They'll have that when he plays Indianapolis and Philadelphia this year. And the old man in the team... because of my
your Hemingway-esque
resemblance to Hemingway.
That's very, very good. Got a nice letter here. You're going to like this one. This comes to us from Mr. We'll just call him DT.
Okay. Hi, DT.
Oh, Darren Travis wrote in?
The delirium tremors?
Darren Thomas?
No, he is an officer of the law.
Oh.
Detective.
He goes,
Sergeant Trooper.
Danny?
I was driving in my squad car in city and state.
Oh, you're such a pussy.
And I heard...
Jeez, Josh.
Okay, DT, I'm going to forward you Josh's location, which you're going to be adjacent to this weekend, and you can pull him over. He goes, I'm driving in my squad car, and I heard Chick talking about the Big Ten and all the TV stations with their letters. Do you remember this discussion yesterday?
Mm-mm.
You were saying that now the Big Ten's going to be on ABC, CBS, NBC, and not ESPN.
Right, and your takeaway was you said, "Oh, sure are a lot of letters in this story."
Yeah.
There were a lot of letters in that story.
Yeah, there are many. Yeah.
ABC, CBS, NBC, ESPN.
Well done.
He goes, it reminded me of the song 18 Wheels on a Big Rig.
Oh, sure.
And in our effort to underscore the difficult and hard work those in the law enforcement community have to deal with, not to mention raving idiots and a-holes.
He's sitting behind a billboard right now. He's not doing anything. He's listening to us, just sitting there.
Wow, I hope you don't get pulled over today.
Enjoying the morning.
Once again, DT, I will send you Chick's location.
Sisson's ass.
He wants to hear a little bit of the great Haywood, BS, NBC, ESPN, on a big rig. Thank you, officer, for that fine request. We now turn back to Chick McGee at the sports page.
I have never heard of a situation like the following in my life, being a sports fan, 60 years, man and boy.
Okay.
Pittsburgh infielder Rodolfo Castro lost his phone on the field. And the Pirates were beaten by rookie Tommy Henry, a 6-4 loss to the Diamondbacks. Henry sharp in his Chase Field debut. Castro, the second baseman, walked in the fourth inning and went to third on Cruz's single. Castro slid headfirst into the bag to beat the throw, and the impact sent his phone flying from his back pocket.
Oh, my God.
Why did he have that with him?
Third base umpire Adam Hernari immediately saw the phone and pointed to it on the ground. Castro picked up the phone and handed it to Pirates third base coach Mike Rebelo, who had an exasperated, frustrated look on his face.
He's a rebelo because he never, ever does.
Is that a finable offense, or
I would think so.
I would have thought so, too.
I would have thought so,
At the very least, the coach, hey, come here.
I mean, I suppose I imagine like the guys in the bullpen, they're bored to death anyway, and they've watched enough baseball for their lives that I can see those guys
playing Candy Crush.
Yeah,
right.
At the very least, his name's going to be AT&T or a disconnected call or something.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me now? So, how about that, Tom?
Wow.
You know, they must have relaxed the rules in baseball as far as wearing jewelry, too. I see that.
They have.
I see that a lot.
But there was the controversy earlier this year with the wedding ring.
That can cause a...
right.
Well, he was scuffing the ball up. With
yeah, he was on your throat,
Yeah, that's right.
But it used to be batters, too, because, hey, I'm being distracted by the chain around that guy's neck. That kind of, but no, they've really loosened it up.
I mean, they're nice chains, but
very.
And they're expensive.
It's hard to complete your swing with a big dookie rope.
I would
think so. But
do they still make dookie ropes, or is that gone out of style?
60 years ago.
Okay.
They don't make them anymore. All right. 60 years ago.
Doesn't it? But it suggests if you have your cell phone on the baseball field as a professional baseball player, you're literally phoning it in.
It does.
Okay, we're not really going to make the playoffs.
Remember when Saints wide receiver Joe Horn, he scored a touchdown and went over to the padding on the goalpost, reached down and got a cell phone out of there and started making a call.
Oh, I remember that.
Like he was calling everybody. He just scored. Yeah.
Didn't that result in a fine? Did that result in a fine? I remember the story.
I think he did get fined, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Joe Horn.
I mean, it does send a message that this is so boring the players can't even focus on it. Don't you think?
No, I think most of the players are focused on it.
Absolutely.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Why would you say
I'd like to know why he had his phone on him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
expecting a baby. Maybe his wife is pregnant.
Maybe he's going through a breakup and he wants to.
you need it. Maybe he's got $2,000 on the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he's explaining why he's sliding into third. Holy Christ! If we don't score 2 more runs, I'm out $2,000.
Yeah,
that's the amount of money I make in 5 minutes on this ball field.
He's waiting from the text from Antonio in Jersey to let him know if he should go for third or not.
Another suggestion for my fantasy football team name. There was only one option and one option only.
Oh.
This is from Joseph. The Chipmunks.
Oh, there you go. You got your art monk. You got your
chipmunk. You got your art monk.
How about the Chickmunks? Is that what he said?
He said Chip, but
Chipmunks,
because of Bob Costas called him Chip. And,
Chip, you don't speak to Bob anymore. He's called several times. And,
he's begging you for forgiveness.
He's begging me for forgiveness, and I just won't have it.
Right. Now,
more sports coming up.
Oh, give me the teaser. What's coming up in sports?
I don't know if that's a word. A couple of world records coming up.
Okay. Yeah. Right now, I look over that way and I see, I see a man who's going to be in the road this weekend. Mm-hmm. It's that Josh Arnold. If you go to thatjosharnold.com, you'll find out that Reno Collier, Jeff Oskey, and Josh Arnold, two very handsome men.
Thank you. Wait a second.
Hey, that's not nice.
Richmond, Indiana at the 4th Floor Blues Club Friday. Saturday, the Legion in Martinsville. What does this mean? It means you want to save some money on gas.
That's right.
You got some traveling. Tell me more about Upside.
Traveling all over the place. I'd love to. It's an incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. It's called Upside, and it's free. And Ed from Cincinnati is telling us he downloaded the free Upside app after we talked about it. He said it's a great app, and now he's even earning cash from friends that he's referred through the app.
What up, Ed?
This is real dough, folks. You can earn cash back for every gallon of gas every time you fill up. Just download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and use this promo code, Bob and Tom. Because you're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up. Cash back. Don't pay full price at the pump anymore. Get cash back using Upside. It's easy, and it's real cash that really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty programs, credit card rewards, and it's available at businesses all over the country, 30,000 plus total businesses. And that includes big name brands, those gas stations that you know and love, as well as local businesses. Just use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the free Upside app. Download the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app. And if you have a tank, can you imagine how much it would cost to fill up that tank? Oof. Boy.
Man.
How many gallons of gas do you think a tank takes?
A lot.
So get Upside. Get it now.
If you're driving a tank, thank you.
Yes.
And if you're listening in your tank, wow. let us know.
And if you have to pull over at a gas station, wouldn't that be something?
If you're listening from a tank, fire off a round.
5,500 to 11,600 gallons.
Okay.
All right. You're going to want Upside.
Yeah, definitely.
We're thinking the money you're going to
There's
save.
no downside.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. These guys are all wound up and ready to rock, I think. So, Steve?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, looks like we got dumped.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
So Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could? But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and a ring, honey. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me.
Blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah, I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Pally.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss. I've been
Melvin.
Oh, Pally.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows. Woo! Fantastic. The Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year 1976. The place, Miami, Florida. It was Super Bowl 10, and America was celebrating her bicentennial. The national anthem that year was performed by famous blind entertainer Tom Sullivan. Let's listen to this rare recording of his pre-game performance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mr. Sullivan,
What?
you're not on the microphone. Take 3 steps forward.
Oh, okay. It's just. Oh. By the dawn's early light.
While organizers were applauded for their support of people with disabilities, fans and critics alike agreed that a stage 12 feet off the ground was a particularly bad idea.
A little help now. This has been great moments in NFL history.
Joe.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Perched at the upside sidekick desk.
Ah, yes.
Talking about that upside.
Upside.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, and here's Tom.
Didn't you for a while go by Sportsosaurus Rex?
Yes, he did.
That was Josh's idea.
Well, I think it captured America's imagination. And
that collapsed.
Okay, so you don't want to use that as the name of your fantasy football team?
I love the Sportsosaurus Rex.
Here's one I think that you'll like, Tom.
Okay,
you'll
go ahead.
immediately get fantasy team for Chick, the Dunder Chiefs. What do you think?
Yeah, that was mine.
And that's because you an AC/DC
mistook a lyric.
The AC/DC song, "Dirty Deeds and They're Done Dirt Cheap."
Right.
But
you thought
I'd never seen the album. I thought it was the Dunder Chief. I thought it was some kind of Aboriginal tribe leader in Australia before the white folk got there. The Dunder Chief.
Oh boy.
But apparently it's not.
However, I will always be in awe of you for many reasons. But the number one that I could think of, you found a way to pronounce Superman's enemy in the Superman.
Mr. McClicksapix.
Amazing. I would just see it and I would read right over it.
Remember how that worked?
Don't you make up words when you see words
Yeah,
you
you
don't
said
know?
it backwards and it sent him back
to the fifth dimension.
Yeah.
What a band, though.
3 times.
The fifth dimension.
One more fantasy team name. How about the Nasty Muffs?
Nasty Muffs.
No, because your theme song is this nasty stuff. You tell them, girls.
Nasty stuff.
Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. I'm a sex machine. Stanky.
That's right. I am bad.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Very.
A little bit of nasty stuff. Thank you, ladies. I'm sorry. We have to get back to the sports page.
Yes, we have to, contractually.
Stupid world record.
Schreiber Foods Incorporated has achieved the Guinness World Record title for the, oh man, now I'm going to want this, largest macaroni and cheese. The company cooked up a vat of macaroni and cheese weighing in at 4,742 pounds and 2.29 ounces.
Wow.
How about that?
That's well over 2 tons.
Yes, sir.
The record attempt was undertaken to celebrate Schreiber Foods' 50th anniversary. It took the team 3 hours and 26 minutes to cook the mac and cheese, which included 2,047 pounds of cooked macaroni, 1,055 pounds of cheese, 1,199 pounds of whole milk.
There are some people who are against this, but I say leave Schreiber alone.
Keep going. Something smells in this room.
Oh, hang on. And 160 pounds of butter. The entire process was overseen by a regulator in the food industry for the state of Utah. The record to beat was 2,469 pounds achieved by Cabot Creamery Cooperative in New Orleans. But this, you can see they shattered the old record.
Shadooby.
4,742 pounds, 2.29 ounces.
So the record goes from New Orleans to Utah, kind of like the Jazz.
That's right.
Like an NBA situation. I noticed that there's no spice of any kind in that.
Well, what's wrong with that? You don't want a spicy macaroni and cheese, do you?
Sounds kind of bland to me.
Well, you put Tabasco sauce on it or something?
What do you put in your mac and cheese?
A little something to make it.
Yeah, sometimes they do. It's not bad.
Like jalapeno?
Oh, I love jalapeno mac and cheese.
Yeah, give it a little something there.
I got 3 words for you. Lobster mac and cheese.
Oh,
I mean, it is good, but it's also... like, hey, we got this wonderful... How can we white trash this up?
By putting lobster in it, white trash?
No, by putting macaroni and cheese in a lobster.
Oh, I see.
Is that right? Well.
Thank you very much.
And look what we've got another one, Tom.
Stupid world record.
I love this one. Kind of.
Okay.
A fitness YouTuber has broken the Guinness World Record for doing the most pull-ups from a helicopter in 1 minute.
Whoa.
A helicopter.
He's
But wasn't on the blades.
the guy's on the landing bar.
Oh, okay.
Which is hard because those landing bars that's a pretty big pipe there.
It's a wide grip.
But the problem with did you watch this thing?
No.
How high up is it?
That's the thing.
Well, how high up is it?
Not very.
Okay, that's.
I mean,
what
you got to be.
thought.
I want to see it 10 stories up.
So if he falls, he's not going to perish.
No, you want him to be perishable.
Exactly.
That's the first time that word has been used in that sense. I apologize.
The gentleman's name is Stan Bruinick, known as Stan Brownie online.
Stan Brownie.
Stan Brownie?
The Stan Brownie?
Well, you've got an air name, so does he.
He earned the title after performing 25 pull-ups on a helicopter landing bar while it hovered off the ground. 25? That's it?
It can't be easy.
But again, remember how thick the landing bar of a helicopter.
Plus, the helicopter's not necessarily stationary. It's kind of waving.
He should at least be 5 stories up over water.
You know those...
I mean, come on.
Those amazing athletes that's on the best TV show in the history of the world.
American Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior.
Same show every night.
Those guys could do more than 25 pull-ups in a minute off a helicopter.
I bet they could.
This successful attempt was witnessed by a Guinness World Records adjudicator at the Hovenine Airfield in Antwerp.
How much?
Where all the twerps are.
How much do you suppose the helicopter fuel is for that stunt?
Yeah, exactly. I don't like this one.
Just hovering?
No, but
anything could go wrong.
Yeah, but I think they should be over water, at least.
All right. I don't think you have to put the driver of a helicopter in peril just for this sort of vanity type
for a record. Well, I'm sure there's probably some, advertisement on the side of the copter.
Oh, well, that makes up for any potential decaps that might happen.
Any Vic Morrowing of the...
Oh,
my God.
Okay. But no, they should at least be 10 stories in the air over water, because they're over water in Ninja Warrior. They fall all the time.
They do. You're right.
I've always wondered, is that water freezing cold?
Well, you can
I fell
tell
in
us.
It's freezing. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that makes it.
Remember, he took one step, right?
I got onto the one, and then as I was jumping over to the other,
Now, Josh, I know that you wanted to do this when you saw the world record most pull-ups on a helicopter. By the way, these are not the diaper-like pants pull-ups. These are this is the exercise like a chin-up.
Well, then I'm out. We need to make these stories more clear, please.
This is bearing down on us.
What do you mean?
You're going to make that decision, Tom. Are you going to wear pull-ups?
Oh, my gosh.
You got to decide right now.
Yeah. Got a couple decades yet, I think, but I hope.
Talking about?
I don't know how.
You lose control
slack
of the bowels.
your sphincters are.
Have you seen the new? They have the commercials for those really trim ones. I could be wearing them right now.
Yeah, we don't know.
Have you noticed I have not gotten up and gone to the bathroom since this show started?
I have noticed that.
Yet I have that feeling of relief in my eyes.
Well, this has been pull-up for adults.
You would lose your mind.
Yeah, there's no way you would do that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be swimming in my own poop.
Here we go.
Hey, it's funny until you have to do it, so we'll see.
Exactly. Another name for my fantasy football team. How about the 10-01ers? Actually, it's more like 9:57 or whatever.
Oh, I mean, you're out the door?
Out the door.
Oh. Maybe just go with 4 and out the door.
4 and out the door. And I think this might be the one. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. This team is what we farted for.
Oh, there you go.
How about that?
That's pretty good.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Thank you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy?
Missouri voters are set to decide whether to legalize recreational marijuana this coming election.
Really?
Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft announced that the campaign gathered enough signatures to make it on the November ballot.
Well, I know how my brother Joe is going to vote.
If voters approve the constitutional amendment on marijuana, those aged 21 and older could buy and grow it for personal consumption as early as this year. Marijuana sales would be taxed at 6% under the Missouri measure. The tax is estimated to bring in more than $46 million during the first full year the amendment is in effect, and close to 70 million the following year. Missouri voters approved medical marijuana back in 2018.
In a joint session.
I like the grow your own law. I do.
But no, you could. But this is full blown recreational marijuana for sale, though.
Right.
And grow your own. It sounds like to me.
I like when people can have their own little. They convert a closet into their own
cottage industry, if you will.
Yeah. Hey, why not?
You know, speaking of that, Christy and I got a box from Canada.
Oh, yeah. What did we get?
This could be anything. Let's open it up.
What are they could change the license plates.
2.
Show me your bong.
The grow me state.
Yeah. Oh, I like that even better. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Show me your bong.
Uh-oh.
It's a whole box of barbecue Fritos.
Oh. Not easy to find.
Evidently, you can find them in Canada, by gosh.
That is wonderful.
Who do we owe some money to?
Tony and Andy's Candies.
Thank you.
So,
about that.
How do they get those across the border?
I don't. They
put them in a box?
Do they have to be smuggled? Does some kind of inspector look over them?
This is from Amherst View, Canada. There you go.
Okay.
Man, UPS.
If they have them in Canada, why can't we have them here?
I don't.
No, it's complicated, Christy. It involves
Are they here?
It involves health insurance and prescription prices.
That's right.
The cost of Fritos.
It's best you don't ask.
Yeah. You can.
it's right.
You can get insulin a lot cheaper, but the Fritos they just jack them up in Canada.
It's right there, Windsor area, Detroit.
Oh, Windsor Ballet. Yeah.
Oh,
you ever been to the Windsor Ballet, Tom?
I've never been to Windsor. I've been to Canada many times, never to Windsor.
You didn't go up there and get your broadcast license in Detroit and drive over to Windsor?
No, I did not.
You could swim over to Grosse-Lay, or however you say that.
Grosse Point?
Oh, no, Gross, L-L-E.
Gross Eel?
Eel. It's I-L-E for Isle. Sorry.
Okay, you got me.
That couldn't have gone more wrong.
Now idiots looking at maps.
So I'm sorry, back to the story. I'm not... so apparently recreational marijuana could be legalized in Missouri, but not just grow your own.
Right.
Okay, all right.
But I like the grow your own aspect. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Now, so we're hovering at what, about half the states have legal marijuana now? It's getting
a lot.
It's getting fairly
Is it
confusing.
half? Is it half? Maybe. It's got to be close.
It's getting close.
Yeah. Why don't
in some form or another.
Yeah, well...
this will never be a federal issue?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? They're too busy crapping on everything else right now. Right now in Washington.
Hey, get away from that. Stop crapping on it.
Can we go back to fist fights in Congress? Remember, apparently, in the 1800s, that would happen?
You know, the BBC shows the Parliament all the time, and they're yelling.
They are
and they
nuts.
stand up and get in each other's face.
But I'm kind of in favor of the fact that this is going in front of the voters.
Oh, of course.
The voters of Missouri get to decide if they want legal marijuana, as opposed to a bunch of douchebags who voted. Who, if you look at some of the polls these days, let's see, 75% of the people want this. Nope, sorry. No, this is not a democracy. You can't do what you want to do. Gosh, I wish I'd thought of this, Christy. We should. Can you do the story again?
Time now for international weed news.
Missouri voters are set to decide whether to legalize
they can
marijuana
take that and put that together.
this coming election.
Okay, we'll have to play one of our weed songs coming up in a few minutes.
And that's going to get voters out, isn't it? These weed.
Hell yeah, well.
Or at least you think. I mean, I guess the joke is they're too stoned to get out and vote. But
No, they'll rally for this.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Bro, you voting today. Yeah, right.
That. Ask your brother if there's a lot. I wonder if there are a lot of TV ads for this.
I will, yeah. I'm sure he's starring in a couple.
I imagine the ads would be fairly, kind of emphasizing the tax dollars.
Of course, yeah.
Safety issues. I doubt if they're going to have some hardcore stoner
standing outside of a Jack in the Box. Hey.
We're going to bring a lot more money to this food place, dude.
I tell you what.
Hardcore
As soon as Jack gets here. Where is he, man? Let's do a little bit of a weed tribute here.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never
smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a-coming 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position, with drool on my chin.
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
Toby Keith and Scotty Emmerich live in the studio back in the day doing that great song, Smoking Weed with Willie Again.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah, this is a complete departure and then a bad segue, but I wanted to mention something. Sad news from the world of entertainment. Olivia Newton-John died a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And I had an opportunity to meet her, and she was just absolutely lovely and wonderful.
Oh, everything you'd hope she was.
I was at, the quick version of the story. I was at an event, and it was a movie premiere, and someone tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around, and it was Olivia Newton-John. And she introduced herself.
Wow.
Which, again, is...
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're somewhere, you get tapped on the shoulder, and, oh, hi, look, it's the President of the United States. Someone you... But she could not have been nicer.
Oh, what a lovely lady.
But I was reminded of it because that's happened to me 2 other times with incredibly famous people. One of them was I was at an event, and I was kind of over in the corner. I got a tap in the shoulder. I turn around. It's Willie Nelson. And he goes... Hey, Tom, hi, I'm Willie Nelson. And it's like...
Well, what do you want him to say?
Well, I know, but I mean, he made an effort. Just a great guy.
Hey, who's that redheaded stranger over there?
And you kind of can't miss him with the braids.
Right, yeah.
He's kind of got his look.
Pretty much.
And it also happened, Bob and I were judging at the, what was it? It was the college slam dunk.
Wherever you go, you judge.
That's true. That's true. And Peyton Manning had just been signed to a very fine career in the NFL, and he'd been in the papers rather a lot.
Yeah.
Same deal. I was in the corner. This guy taps you in the shoulder and introduces him as Peyton. But in any event, the same thing happened with Olivia Newton-John. Could not have been a sweeter, nicer person.
I was in the hallway, and Peyton was walking toward me. I think it was the first time he was on the show. And I've made my mind up. I'm not going to say anything stupid at all. I'm not going to say anything, period. And I'm getting ready to pass him. He goes, "Hey, chick, how's it going?" It was much like Joe Theismann yelled my name for the first time across the parking lot of a hotel in Orlando, Disney World, actually.
Okay. Back to this news story. Once again, Missouri voting on legalizing marijuana.
Correct.
Interesting. We'll see how many states. We'll try to find out how many states have the legal pot when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, what is that, a Skittle?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Well, I've had that problem, not being able to keep my hands off myself. But we won't talk about that now because we have something more exciting to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, enter to win the Beyond the Bourbon all-inclusive sweepstakes brought to you by Team Kentucky. You could win a VIP weekend pass to see the Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival, where Highland Festival grounds at the Kentucky Expo Center, featuring Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton, over 50 other bands. You could win VIP passes, you heard me, airfare credit, hotel accommodations, ground transportation, and more. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Click on the Beyond the Bourbon contest. Again, brought to you by Team Kentucky. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Actor Anne Heche is hospitalized in a coma and on a ventilator following a crash on Friday. Heche apparently still needs surgery for burns that she suffered in that wreck. No further information on her condition or prognosis provided. You'll recall last Friday she plowed into a house in Los Angeles in her Mini Cooper. Flames erupted. Heche was alone at the time and was pulled from the car. Longtime Saturday Night Live star Kenan Thompson will host next month's Emmy Awards, and he has a chance to take home 3 at the event. He's being part of the Emmy telecast, and it will air on NBC on September 12th. Joel Madden of Good Charlotte is the new host of the tattoo competition series Ink Master. You can catch that September 7th on the Paramount Plus streaming service. And Garth Brooks will narrate a series about our U.S. national parks. Brooks is also the executive producer of the series America's National Parks. It will air 5 nights in a row starting August 29th on the National Geographic Channel. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton, and 50 more artists celebrate the return of Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville, September 15th through 18th. And you can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon all-inclusive sweepstakes, brought to you by Team Kentucky. Pricing includes VIP weekend passes, airfare credit, Marriott downtown Louisville accommodation, ground transportation from Pegasus Distill, dinner at Ceviche, a VIP tour at the Kentucky Derby Museum, and more. Plus, we'll be joining the celebration live from Louisville Friday, September 16th. Go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon all-inclusive sweepstakes, brought to you by Team Kentucky.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like those dudes on Pervert Row at Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now in theaters from Bob and Tom Pictures.
Hey, Christy, it's Rob. It's been a while. I was just thinking maybe we should give it another try. Call me later.
Christy, pick up. Hey, how you doing, girl? It's me. I'm back in town. Man, the West Coast sucked. Oh, come on, give me a call.
Hi, Christy. Hey, it's me. Remember me? Hey, I was looking at some old pictures of, that time back in Tuscaloosa. I'm sure you remember. I'll call me.
From Bob and Tom Pictures, Christy Lee stars in The X-Men.
Hey, Christy, it's your favorite drummer. I'm in town playing for a new band called Saber. Call me.
Hey, Christy, it's me, Donnie Baker. Hey, I was cleaning out the boat, and I found a pair of your, anyways, I think they're yours. Can we try it again, man? I got the motor fixed. I swear to God it works better. You ain't gonna have to row or nothing this time. On my pager.
Christy Lee's X-Men, now showing every other weekend and Wednesdays if she's not too busy.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
There's Pat Godwin.
I'm here.
He's here. He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Oh, you're in Hawaii today. Nice.
Feeling festive.
Festive.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Answering a question, once again, the news story was Missouri voters weighing in on recreational marijuana.
22 states.
See, this is the thing. I just did a little research. I found 19 states, Washington, D.C., and Guam.
No, yours is late. It's old.
Okay.
It's 22 states.
This is recreational marijuana legal?
Yep.
Okay,
Guam is a fun word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guam.
22, so that's over half of the states. Way over.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way over.
If you know your math.
Guam sounds like, hi, newscaster Dick Cheese, live from Guam.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It's 22 states total, so they're counting Washington, D.C. and Guam in my list. Yeah, you're right. I apologize, sir.
Anyway, so the voters actually get to decide. Wow, that sounds like democracy.
Yeah, what a nice
what's wrong with them?
Refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Wish all states had that.
Yeah, okay. Let's, now we have Christy Lee.
Wait a minute. Time out. We've got a late entry into the, what's my fantasy football team name going to be? Are you ready, Tom?
Yes.
Enter Chase Young.
Enter Chase Young.
Now, Chase, you explain who Chase Young is.
He's a defensive end. Used to play at Ohio State, and now he tries to play for the Washington Commanders. And he blew out his knee last year, and he still probably won't be ready for the first game of the season. But
when he is ready. Enter Chase Young. He will play again.
Yeah. It's almost music.
Here they come.
Here they come.
Oh, this is the intro? We've never heard it.
Here they come.
Here they come, yeah.
Some are walking, some are riding. Here they come. Some are living, some are dying.
Years of being kept in hiding, climbing up the ladder on my rung. Enter the young.
Enter Chase Young.
This is the worst song the world.
Enter Chase Young, yeah.
Enter Chase Young.
But to care. It's a great song, The Association.
No.
It sounds like a different mix.
It's
That
awful.
is.
You
I know
can
it's
hardly
stereo.
hear the low vocals.
You know something,
Exceptionally bad.
Sadly, I know that you're correct.
I always am.
Yeah, that
It's
true.
That is the wrong mix. That was a re-release. Yeah, you'll all have to get it from the original.
I used to hate that. You'd go buy a CD or something, and then you would be like, this isn't the right version, and it would say in small print, re-recorded 2 years ago. Like, I don't want to hear Tommy James singing in 1994. I wanted to hear the original.
Or right at the bottom it says, not Tommy James and the Shondells. It's Tommy James and the Blondells.
I heard Crimson and Clover yesterday.
Oh, that's a great song.
Loved
Okay,
it.
Ace, this I believe is the original mix.
Enter the young.
Yes.
Now they've learned to think.
Enter Chase Young. Yeah.
And his thing is this.
Enter Chase
Not
Young.
only learn to think, but to care.
Oh, yes.
Not only learn to think, but to dare.
What are they saying?
Enter the young.
Not only
They
learn
feel
to...
much better than
Why are you encouraging him?
Not only learn to think, but to care. It's a very 60s
I do
sentiment.
like the build-up on the other one, though.
I do like...
I did too, yeah.
That was just an excerpt, Ace. It's It's unbelievable. Now we have to not only is the mix wrong, we entered the song at the wrong place.
Enter the song.
I don't even know her.
Yeah, there should be some kind of rule when they do that. It should say remix, not the original.
Like it's in real bold letters, yes.
Yeah, this is
not
fake.
The fine print.
No, sometimes they do it on purpose. There's a famous case, I think it was about a year ago. There's a new version of Taylor Swift stuff where it's Taylor's versions.
So that she actually gets paid.
Yeah, she redid did them.
Because she
One
got
song's 10 minutes long.
Wasn't it Scooter Braun bought all her stuff?
Very complicated.
Yeah.
But, and in any event, the Enter the Young, kind of I'm not sure if that was actually a hit for the association.
I doubt it.
They may have had marginal, maybe a marginal hit.
Yeah, I'd like to
no cherish.
I'd like to have someone listen to the song "Then Along Comes Mary," and I'd give them $1 million if they hear it for the first time and get even half the lyrics.
They sing it horribly too. I
You know,
thought.
the "Along Comes Mary" part you can pick
Still
up.
cool, right. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of it is every time I think that I'm the central place. Oh, here we go. A little sample right here. This is a cool. It's awesome. This is a cool lick, though.
Yeah, real
Is that a
cool.
harpsichord?
I think it's a guitar and
It's about time the harpsichord rock.
the beginning is great.
Every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls on me.
See, so far so good.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I think that I'm was lonely, someone calls on me.
Yeah.
Right.
Easy. Now this next part, good luck. Here we go.
And every now and then I spend my time at rhyming verse and Christos falls silly.
Yeah,
Every now and then I spend some time
With
Twisted
Bruce and Crystal and the fall.
Twist and pissed. I thought.
like rhyme and
With twist
verse,
and
it's
piss
just
in
silly.
them.
I don't know. It just gets worse. But then along comes Mary. That was controversial back in the day, by the way.
Marijuana, right?
If people thought it was about marijuana.
Every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls on me.
Got that?
And every now and then I spend my time at rhyme and verse and curse those faults in me.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't pick that up.
Some good poetry.
Okay, the association, and they're currently out there.
They sure are.
That's not.
And I think they've had like 50 people in that band over the course of.
And does she want to give me kicks and be my steady chick?
That's not the most undecipherable. Walk away, Renee. I don't think you can hear
Just walk away, Renee.
any words in that song. It's
So pretty.
All that matters is that chorus.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that is a good one.
Well, thank you very much. Coming up, we have what in the news, Christy Lee?
Well, we have some news from the craft brewery industry. There could maybe be a shortage because of a new challenge.
You say the crap brewery?
Craft.
Oh, craft.
Get your mind
The
out of
crap
your
brewery
butt.
closed.
We have a
The
meat attack.
Schlitz will be changing its name.
Get thee to a crappery.
It will be Schlats.
We have a meat attack. We have a 7,000 ham stolen, and we have a Bradley Cooper look-alike.
7,000 hams?
Yeah, before you think it's a light story, did you see the price of one of those hams?
Yeah, they're the expensive
Very
hams.
fancy, yeah.
$500 for a ham.
What?
Yes, that seems a little steep.
A ham.
Yes.
Well, they're a very
Half a rack.
exclusive pig, so to speak.
Maybe honey baked.
That's more than
I
honey
enjoy
baked.
a honey baked ham. They're
not $500.
$500. We'll find out about the $500 ham and more when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, and 50 more artists celebrate Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville September 15th through 18th, and you can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest now to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes, brought to you by Team Kentucky. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
we got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willie email list? That is the real problem.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, thanks a lot for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. My name is Mark Allison. You are tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. Remember, you can catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel, and you can also stream the show live each morning as well. Just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. What else would you be looking for on the YouTube, right? It's a little wormhole you can crawl down. It might take you a while to get back out, but that's okay. We'll still be here for you when you do come out. Right here all morning long on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, Allie Breen, Jessica Alsman on the way. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. An update. French authorities say a beluga whale stranded for several days in the Seine River had to be euthanized after it was successfully removed from the French waterway. The whale was being prepared for transfer to a saltwater pool in Normandy. A veterinarian said Wednesday the dangerously thin white mammal began to have breathing difficulties while on the way to the coast. So experts decided the most humane thing to do was to euthanize the creature. Conservation group Sea Shepherd France said veterinary exams after the beluga's removal from the river showed that it had no digestive activity. The whale was first spotted last week, having accidentally veered off its normal path to the Arctic. Actor Anne Heche remains hospitalized and on a ventilator to help her breathe 4 days after she was injured in a fiery car crash. A spokeswoman for the actor says she slipped into a coma and is currently in critical condition. Heche has what the spokeswoman called a significant lung injury, burns requiring surgery. Last Friday in L.A., Heche's car smashed into a house. Flames erupted, and Heche pulled by firefighters from the vehicle, which was embedded inside the house. Heche, who's appeared on TV and in films, was alone in the car when it crashed. No one else was reported injured, although the house that she ran into was destroyed by fire. That's a look at things you may have missed on a Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I was in the pool with my kid. Another little kid had just arrived. He was about 7, a little chubby. He was wearing a swim shirt and a full life vest. And he's got the goggles right on his eyes already ready to go. And he walks over to the edge of the pool and quite confidently to no one, he says, "It's showtime."
Yeah!
Woo! And he awkwardly grabs his nose and jumps in the pool. I was like, I love this kid.
Yeah. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1912. The place, Hocker on Rhine, Germany. After several complaints about unsanitary conditions from competitors in a sledding event, it was determined that some of the participants were unaware of the precise nature of a particular event. Once the officials removed all the phlegm balls from the course and explained that the name of the event was pronounced luge and not loogie. competition continued without any further problem. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Boogermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Matriculate to new windows.
Oh. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. You both have to shut up now.
Okay.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
At the Upside Sidekick desk.
Upside.
And Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hello.
And I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Jessica will be here, of course, because coming up we have Allie Breen with Sexy Time.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Your opportunity to weigh in on what's happening in the world of intimate relations.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll try to help out.
Sex.
Yeah. Speaking of weighing in, I just noticed in this article the headline from the Associated Press about Missouri, your former home state, Josh.
Yes.
Well, always his home state.
Voting on recreational marijuana. Headline is Missouri voters set to weigh in on recreational marijuana. So,
yeah.
I guess you'll be voting in grams.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Isn't it interesting that pretty much the only place where the metric system has really kicked in America is drug use?
Well, drug use and gunplay, the 9mm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Okay,
So
interesting.
even in like legal dispensaries, I've never been in one. They still sell by the gram. They don't.
The key and yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think.
I'd like a lid, please.
Yeah.
They want to make it more folksy.
I remember my dad saying lid.
What is a lid?
What was a lid?
I don't know.
There's a specific amount
Gotcha.
of marijuana.
I don't know how much it was though. I think it filled a lid.
Like a Cool Whip lid, right?
Could have been. Maybe a jar lid.
Who knows? Right now we
Call a lid a hat. You ever do that?
Oh, sure.
Where's your lid, man?
Well, there's a store named
store called
Lids.
Lids. There
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell hats. Jaunty caps.
They sell a lot of hats.
Jaunty beret.
That's why they're called lids.
You ever put panties on your head and wear them like a beret?
Of course.
No, you
haven't. Then you
There's
do the
no way.
Then you do the Bane thing where you pull them down.
That's
over.
right on your face.
No way.
I wondered what would fail first, your mind or your body.
Christy Lee is at the news desk. What's happening over there?
Craft breweries are facing a carbon dioxide shortage this summer. According to the Washington Post, the shortage caused by supply chain issues is leading to rising prices and reduced production at microbreweries.
Man, I got carbon dioxide detectors in my house.
Yeah.
They're going off nonstop.
So you can maybe sell it to them.
I think you want carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah, I got the carbon dioxide detector.
Oh.
Yeah. If you put carbon dioxide,
they're just constantly.
Carbon monoxide in your beer, that might be problematic.
Michael Clark, operations director.
Michael
Clark. C-L-A-A-R. Clark.
Michael Clark.
That poor guy, his entire life. It's not Clark.
And it's not clear.
Hey,
it's
man,
Clark.
I'm having a party tonight. Is Clark coming? Oh, yeah. Clark will be there.
He's the operations director at Aleworks Brewing Company. Said the 20% surcharge on deliveries of the gas is just one more price increase among many.
Oh, I gotcha.
Dealing, of course, with inflation on everything from barley to bottles.
So they can't put the bubbles in their brew.
No head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants?
Can you just mix club soda in there and?
We can. Can't you just get a straw and make your own bubbles?
Pat, do you have a?
Yeah, I got something for you. F-L-A-T-I-P-A, flat beer. F-L-A-T-I-P-A, flat beer. All we need is some CO2 to make it bubbly through and through. F-L-A-T-I-P-A, flat beer.
Well, a couple of rich dudes from Jackson Hole flew all day to see Billy Joel at that big Madison Square Garden place. They had big smiles on their face. They wanted beer before the show, so off to a brewery they did go. They bought a couple of beers because they were thirsty. And now they're pissed off too. FLATIPA, flat beer. FLATIPA, flat beer. We need some CO2 in this beer can. Billy Joel better play piano, man. FLATIPA, flat beer.
Nice. That's got a story and everything.
Sure it does.
Just like the original little tip of the hat to Todd Snyder. Well, speaking of beer, it's never flat. It's one of the greatest beers of all time. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, beer drinkers. Do you find that your beer not only fills you up, it binds you up? You need a beer that will help you loosen up. Introducing the beer that not only tastes great, it packs a mega high-fiber wallop. It's the first beer that's also a laxative. We call it Shats.
Oh, God. That's it.
SHAT''S. Shats.
All the cats tip their hats to the man who's drinking Shats, the man who needs some fiber in his brew. Shats beer. When all is said and done, we're not yet number one, but Shats is always number two.
Hi, I'm Phil Throne from the Schatz Brewing Company. Pour yourself a Schatz and see why it's making a splash all over the country. Schatz, the laxative beer. Schatz is brewed with the highest quality hops and barley. Then we add our secret ingredient, whole kernel corn. Not too much, just a pinch. Every Schatz beer is fortified with 12 essential vitamins, so you're always guaranteed a good, healthy Schatz. Schatz is available in the 6-ounce little squirt or the 64-ounce big lager. And every Schatz is tapered at one end, so your can won't slam shut. We here at Schatz are saddened by the recent passing of Adolf Schatt, founder of the Schatt Family Brewery, better known as the Old Brick Schatt House. In fact, Adolf loved his beer so much, his last wish was to be interred in a giant vat of Schatz. So come on, when it's time to take a load off, crack open a Schatz.
You will say, hooray, cause relief is on its way. No more irregularity for you. Schatz beer. Give a Schatz a pop, and soon you'll hear a plop. Schatz is nature's perfect brew. Schatz.
Don't just take any beer. Take a Schatz. And for you teetotalers, try our new high-fiber non-alcoholic beer. We call it O-Stool. O-Stools. Sample one today. And don't forget Schatz Light, Schatz Dark. And for those with diverticulitis, proctitis, and polyposis, doctors direct them to try new Schatz Red. Schatz Beer, a division of Frigamel Industries, Flushing, New York.
That is disgusting. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Thank you very much. The classics. Adolf Schatz. It's fine beer. Fine beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pat, you drink O-Stools, right?
O-Stools, right?
Non-alcoholic. Okay, very good. We have Christy Lee over there at the Bob and Tom News Desk. We are in search of something today. I should point this out to Jessica, who has just joined us. Mr. McGee, as you know, a lifelong fan of the Washington Football Club. Formerly known as the Redskins. Currently renamed what, Josh?
The Commanders.
Commanders.
No, the Commanders.
Okay.
Say it like that.
And
Commanders.
however, a chick has decided for the first time he is going to enter the world of fantasy football.
Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
And I'll take this opportunity to say that we're hooking up with Kostaki Economopoulos. And once again this year,
all pro lines,
we're going to have a very special football contest every week, celebrating having some fun with the NFL, and you could win yourself a beautiful big green egg. But right now we're trying to name Chick's fantasy football team, and we've come up with several. My favorite is a reference to one of his favorite players, Art Monk, former NFL great. And there are actually two choices. One is, hey, we're the Art Monks, which, of course, references the classic 60s band, the Monkees, or how great thou art, Monk.
Very nice.
Art Monk is related to Thelonious Monk. I think it's his uncle.
Wow. the great Felonious Monk. That's cool. That's cool. Your choice so far, Chick? Anything?
Nasty Muffs. I like that one.
Nasty Muffs.
Right to the point.
Calling back to my nasty stuff days.
But there's no football connection there.
Well, I don't think there has to be.
Yeah, there doesn't have to be.
Right.
I mean, somewhat less clever. It would be.
Nasty Monk? What do you want?
I also like Wentz twice, 3 times a lady.
I do like that. In honor of Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz. Yeah.
Is he going to be your starter?
Yeah, if he stays healthy. They're paying him a lot of money. I can't see anybody
paid a lot of money last year.
I don't.
Yeah, and he had 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. We'll take that all day long.
Okay.
That's the official line, by the way.
Okay, that's what they're telling you to say?
That's right.
Okay, very good. Very good. So if you've got a good suggestion, please weigh in with us in grams at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. We would love to hear from you.
Isn't that a movie, 21 Grams?
Yeah, good movie.
Good movie.
It's Sean Penn, right?
He is in that.
Sean Penn.
Right now, I want to remind you that you want to feel safe at home. And the guy that brought personal safety and
peace of mind, I like to say,
to the show years ago, it was Chick McGee.
That's right. It's the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. You can trust Simply Safe Home Security. Their advanced security technology will help you sleep at night, and they'll always put you and your family's safety first. 24/7 professional monitoring with Simply Safe. The agents call you the moment a threat is detected, sending police or first responders in an emergency, even if you're not home or can't be reached. Simply Safe's monitoring agents truly care about your well-being and are highly trained to help keep you calm and safe during stressful situations, staying on the line with you until help arrives. Simply Safe's customer first policies make sure you're taken care of, with affordable plans starting at less than $1 a day. No long-term contract or hidden fees, because feeling safe at home should not break the bank. Customize that perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today and you get prizes, you get gifts, you get a deal. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com.
And Chick McGee, you currently have how many cameras?
9.
9.
I've got it covered.
So once again, it's like watching the Super Bowl.
That's right.
You can see every aspect of Chick's house there. Coming up, we have a new feature, questions for Josh.
Oh, how about that?
The nature of the feature will remain top secret until we do it.
Okay.
And that's going to be happening next. Also coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio all day.
How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I notice you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life, but I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick. Flicky, 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 in the bean.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Tonight on Bob and Tom Television's Animal Channel, it's Miracle Pests, the show that examines the unexplained actions and surprising heroics of the smallest and most maligned of animals, pests. We'll take you to Kokomo, Indiana, and we'll meet Roger Mondor and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Kunter and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously exploded. Then we'll go to Segmack, Arkansas, and meet the Cheeseman family. We'll hear their true story. A swarm of Canadian wasps attacked and repelled an armed intruder as the Cheeseman family napped in their home following a baked bean dinner. Finally, we'll meet Harriet Billingsley, who, upon discovering a swarm of pubic lice, rushed to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo and, on impulse, purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Verman tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay, it must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that? Are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Chicky.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline.
Howdy.
Hot phone. Howdy indeed. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
A lot of things happening right now.
Oh, it's all happening.
And there was a special letter that we received this morning noting that we were behind by one Ace Cosby joke of the day.
So the Chris Geisen joke of the day didn't count at all?
No.
Okay.
That was a failed substitute joke.
You said he stole your joke.
Yeah, I like these.
So how can you say that?
Chris Geisen.
He didn't deliver it properly.
You're right. He didn't stutter or stammer once.
Ace, I wouldn't take that if I were you.
Kick his ass, Ace.
Let me show us how done.
Let's just cut to it right now.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with
with his joke of the day.
Man's walking down the street. He sees a sign in the store window says, help wanted. He runs in. He says, what's wrong?
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
You are the only one who can stop this, okay?
He was enthusiastic.
He sure was.
An unexpected, that's where the humor is. You're expecting something funny.
Oh, is that where the humor is? Okay.
And you get something. Got a new feature. Ask Josh.
What is
Ask
this now?
Josh.
This is interesting because
Do we have music?
Ask Josh. Ask Josh.
Okay. Let's see. How about this? Joshy's stuff. Okay.
Now he's even
Just
giving...
move me out, will you? How about
so
this?
you give him a better office, a better
Here we go.
spot.
How about Josh with the question?
I like that.
Josh with the question.
I've got an answer for you and me.
Okay, well, if we're doing that, dropping the needle, let's see how maybe this will work. He is itsy bitsy. No, it's not going to work.
Itsy bitsy. That's not going to work.
Well, unless you were talking about my wiener.
Barely reaches your body.
Okay. Josh on tour with Reno Collier, Jeff Oskey for some great live comedy. This weekend, it's Richmond, Indiana, and then you're at a place called the Fourth Floor Blues Club. Then it's the Legion in Martinsville this weekend. Lots of other shows coming up. I know, Josh, you're going to be in Liberty Heights, Ohio with the Funny Bone. You've got something coming up in Danville, Illinois, Toledo, Ohio. You can find all the info at thatjosharnold.com.
Yes.
But here's the question. This involves your stand-up comedy.
Okay.
This comes to us from Cody.
Cody.
He said, I noticed that Tom would always ask comedians if they had a joke that everyone hated but they loved.
Oh, thanks for bringing that
they
back.
didn't want to use in their act because no one else seemed to like it. Can we get one of Josh's rejects?
Oh. Well, that would be most of my act.
This is I've always liked this question. I remember we were
one time.
Oh, the best one we ever got, George Carlin. We were talking to George, and he lit up. He loved this. Now, what have you got over there, Josh?
I used to have a bit about a website called The Bang Bus.
What is that?
It's a porno site, of course.
It's just exactly what it sounds like.
And the conceit was they would have a female porn star in the bus, in like this van. And they would drive around until they found some random guy on a corner and said, hey, you want to bang this girl in the van?
What?
Yeah, and then they would film it or whatever.
Yep.
Now, come to find out.
Was this legit?
No, come to find out it was staged.
Everybody was being paid, yeah.
Right. But I used to do an act. I used to have a bit, and we did what we call an act out, where you do a little scene. And I would say, man, I don't know what I would do if the Bang Bus pulled up. And I could never really get it to work. I couldn't get the I was just like, man, oh, hey, oh, you're the Bang Bus? Wait, you want me to get in there and bang? Oh, boy. Geez. My parents are still alive. I don't know if I can I wear a mask? And it would go on like that and never got laughs, much like it didn't. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, and that's our first episode of. Thank you very much. Thank you for that suggestion.
I think it's a funny premise, though.
Where'd we get that? That sounds good.
I have no idea.
The idea of, damn it. I really want to, but I don't know if I can.
It is a nice premise.
And there were more jokes.
But people would have to be familiar with the show, which I am not.
Oh, I explained it in 30 seconds. And I had jokes in the setup, and then I had more jokes.
And at the time, did you think that this was legit? They would just drive around?
Yeah, at the time, most people did think it was legit. Yeah.
So the male porn actor would act like, oh, wow, this is my lucky day.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it was vice versa. There'd be a guy in the van, and then they would find an unsuspecting woman and go, hey. And
I'd like to see how many times that was successful.
Right.
Well, when you're paying the woman to pretend like she's...
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you.
I'll try to think of some others, too.
Okay, that's our first segment. Thank you very much. And
went awful, didn't it?
Okay.
Bob and Tom.
Last time you'll hear that story.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie Baker.
Josh, don't feel bad, man, because your Bang Bus story that just droned on forever is still better than what I've seen this past weekend at the State Fair.
I love the fair. I was there this weekend.
Well, I don't love it no more. I took a little whiffy fair over the weekend, and you're welcome, Christy.
Thank you so much. I'm sure he enjoyed himself.
Yeah, fair's always fun, right? Well, Whiffy and I had, it wasn't a bad time. We started out in the barn, and we got to pet some fainting goats.
Oh, nice.
And we ate a bunch of deep-fried stuff on a stick. I ain't sure. I think we actually had some deep-fried goat on a stick.
That's not nice.
Oh, we did see the biggest set of balls on a 4-H hog ever.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it looked like 2 coconuts were waiting to drop off the tree. No wonder why that pig was laying down. I know I couldn't walk with them things twixt my legs either. And, of course, if he had to have saltwater taffy. I have a love-hate relationship with that stuff. Well, I like the way it tastes, but I hate, it ripped out one of my bicupid molars. Now I'm going to go back to dental school Thursday and have that put back in. But anyway, Whiffy pitched a fit because I wouldn't let him ride no rides.
Okay.
Why? Because that dude running the tilt-a-whirl don't look like he's good at operating a toothbrush, let alone a tilt-a-whirl. And there's no way I'm putting my spawn on something called the disco swing of death.
Yeah, that could be scary, I suppose.
But I did let Whiffy play some midway games, and, of course, he won a goldfish. First throw. Kids putting up better numbers than Shaq in the paint. So on the way home, I had to go buy a fish tank, a bunch of them imitation bacon bits for the bottom. So between paying for parking, admission to the fair, people, food, fish food, gas, ponchos cause it rained, new fish tank, and parking, I'm into this free goldfish for $487. Hell, for $500, I probably could have bought a real stingray or a great white shark off the dark web.
Yeah, probably.
So parents, save some time and money, have a great time at the fair, but tell the kids that monkeypox shut down the goldfish game.
Yeah.
And it'll save you a car payment. Sounds pretty unfair, if you ask me. I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message.
Oh, thank you, Donnie. Thank you very much. Yeah, we want a goldfish.
Yeah, how's it doing?
I want a report still alive.
Did we name it yet?
Now, Tom, I think you need to go over the one story that I remember in the Griswold household. You had a couple goldfish, and didn't one not want to be in the Griswold household anymore?
Jumped out of the tank.
Jumped out.
But I'm out of here.
Committed suicide to get out of.
Yeah, but I've got I had the aquarium already with the filter, the whole thing. So the fish is still alive after almost 2 weeks.
Is the key like a bubbler to keep them alive? To put oxygen in the water?
Don't overfeed them. That's another
Yeah, you got to have the little filter that goes through the water.
But then, didn't we have a friend of ours who had a fish and they fed him cheeseburgers? The fish loved it.
He won a fish at a fair.
It was not a goldfish.
And I don't know what it turned out to be, but the thing then ended up, he had it for years, and it was about, 8 inches long.
It was huge.
And he had a giant tank for it. It was the only thing in the tank.
It was neither man nor beast.
I think it would eat other fish.
He had it for a long, long time.
We had a fair fish that lasted like 10 years. It kind of got to the point where we weren't even paying attention to it, and maybe that's why it just ate the algae growing on the side of the tank.
Oh,
did its thing. Had a good life.
Yeah, there are a lot of fish there, and you got to get the ping pong ball and a thing, and you get a fish.
Whose joke is it that why are fish so thin? Because they eat fish.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Is it Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice, good diet. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything in the news?
A Bangladeshi social media star.
How are we saying it?
Bangladeshi.
Bangladeshi. All right.
Remember that George Harrison tune?
Yes.
Anybody?
What?
No.
Bangladesh. No.
Oh, my God. Says police questioned him for 8 hours regarding his out-of-tune renditions of classical songs. Mr. Hero Alam has amassed a large online following with his unique singing style and often raunchy videos. Do we have a sample of this?
We do. It took me a long time to find this.
Hot dog.
However, his performances...
You want to hear a little bit of Mr. Hero?
His performances of some classical songs have recently landed him in hot water with local authorities.
I would like to hear some. We need a hero.
There we go.
Well,
that's not English.
There must be popular songs in Bangladesh.
Yeah, these are very popular songs there. As you can see, he's not keeping the beat properly, and But again, the cops are after him.
Alam told the AFP that he was mentally tortured by police
Was he?
who told him to stop performing classical songs, that he was too ugly to be a singer, and to sign an apology bond. Wow.
I'd like to get a look at him, see before I judge him.
Apparently, police said they received many complaints against him.
So what?
Alum apologized for singing the beloved songs. And
We didn't put Roseanne Barr in jail for screwing up the national anthem.
He was also wearing police uniforms in videos, apparently,
Oh.
too, and that kind of pissed them off.
Well, now, Pat, do you have a tribute?
I don't know if we're allowed to do the voice. I don't have a tribute.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you.
You can't do a funny accent anymore?
I don't. That's up to you. I don't think we can.
Okay. Well, if you could do it, what would it sound like?
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe something like this. I don't know. Oh, boy. What would you think if I sang?
Yeah, we can't do it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably.
Do you remember this one? Let's see if I can get this to work here. Okay, this is George Harrison. Remember this tune?
We all said no.
No, we said no.
Oh, sorry. Why is the association keep popping up? Oh, here we go. Bangladesh. Here it is.
I'd
Here it is.
rather
I'm
hear
sorry.
it.
Here it is.
My friend came to me. Sadness in his eyes.
No one remembers this.
This is called Self-Indulgent.
No, it's a charity.
Now I know why he was stabbed.
Jesus.
Let's get to the hook.
First feed us things we don't remember.
You should remember. George.
You should. You should have the same exact
Okay.
memories that
No,
I do.
George Harrison put on a concert, raised a bunch of money trying to help.
What year was that? Concert for Bangladesh.
When was it?
this year.
Bangladesh?
I'm gonna
60
guess.
years ago. Was it 70-ish, early 70s?
I was 10. I didn't think about Bangladesh when I was 10.
You should have.
I was thinking
You should
about
have
the
been better off.
Monkees and Davy Jones, maybe.
Now there's a band.
God.
Oh, I could fly neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings.
Now you got us hit.
Watching little kids starving overseas.
Why do you have to bring us all down?
George Harrison could have bought Bangladesh. He didn't need our money.
You know what I'll do? I'll write him a song. Thanks, George.
Helpful.
That's great.
Is it going to be good?
They raised a lot of money. To this day, you can buy them. Never mind. It's,
Did you give money to Bangladesh back then?
I purchased the album.
Okay.
Which was the way to donate money. And as I recall, I'm trying to remember the movie. Wasn't Leon Russell was in it? And
It's called the Concert for
Bob
Bangladesh.
Dylan
right?
and Clapton.
Big thing at the time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was fun.
No, it was East of Eden.
Yeah, the Bangladesh, the actual Bangladesh, is it Bangladesh song? I don't think that was much of a hit.
Thomas Bangladesh. That's how you pronounce it.
Bangladesh?
Yes.
Okay,
No, it's
that sounds
not.
like a division of DoorDash that provides hookers. Bangladesh.
time you called Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Because Bang Bus was already taken, as you recall. Hey, Josh, you got any bits about that Bang Bus thing?
I will kill anyone who asks me.
You tell me to go home. Tell him to go home.
Police in Florida have arrested a woman. Nobody remembers this.
Oh, stop it. George is great.
He may have been, but that's not.
I think you can argue of the top 10 Beatles songs, 2 of them are written by Harrison.
Well, that's fine. Stop playing that piece of.
It's not that one.
I know.
Plus, I am a little mad about this whole bang busting. You can't ask a guy, hey, what's a bit that never worked? And then when I do it and it doesn't work, yell at it.
Oh, yeah. That's the way he is.
I liked it because it didn't work spectacularly.
Babe, that was the question.
And you
In
know
other
whose
words, he
fault it
likes
is?
to humiliate you.
Whose fault? It's George Carlin's fault.
Yeah.
Because it worked with
It
him
worked
one
with-
time.
Yeah.
And he won't.
And you
let
know
it
what?
go.
I'd like to listen to that interview and
Yeah.
see if he really, quote unquote, lit up when you asked him.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember him.
Of course,
lighting
he opened for George Harrison, the Bangladesh tour. Hey, Jumbo Shrimp. It's a shame they can't eat him over there.
You know, different people have different ideas and different tastes and follow different things.
Right.
You think everyone does exactly the same, or they should do exactly the same.
There's just a reference to pop culture. I think it's exciting that I think it's interesting to learn about the process. And Josh very bravely stated that he had a premise that he found interesting. I think the premise might be a kind of a narrow audience of those porno lovers who watch the Bang Your Bus show.
Okay.
Bang Your Bus is a different show than Bang
The
Bus.
narrow people that would enjoy that George Harrison song.
Remember the Beatles, the greatest band of all time.
But that's not pop culture. That's old-timey stuff.
What was your news story about, Christy?
It wasn't about pop culture.
What was it about?
It was about a Bangladeshi.
Okay, right again.
This is a current Bangladeshi singer, not
Who blows.
I bet he sings better than George Harrison did on that song.
Yeah.
I got this letter from William Shatner. Boy, that guy blows. See if Shatner doesn't like him. Once again, you want to hear Mr. Hero Alami?
That's right. This is mellow.
Why can't we do the voice? Did you listen to that? That's how they sound.
Well,
How is it insulting to sound like them?
No, this guy blows, though. He's way off the tempo.
Maybe people enjoy that.
Took a lot of courage for him to do it.
That's how he's interpreting the songs and the lyrics.
And he seems to have a huge following.
Right.
So
Which is fine.
everybody likes him.
But you don't arrest him. Like I said, they didn't arrest Roseanne Barr for butchering the national anthem.
Right.
There are those that probably would have, but at least in America, we have the freedom to screw things up.
Well,
God knows we
so
do it
far.
pretty much every day. So I'm so sorry. I want to say apologize to all the George Harrison fans. If you have want an interesting movie, watch the Concert for Bangladesh. Very good.
Boy, oh boy. I'd rather watch a toe be amputated.
Well, Josh, the way things are going for you, you may have that opportunity. Oh, my God. Okay,
yeah, that's right.
Tell me you didn't set me up.
I didn't set you up
He
for that.
set me up. You set him up for it.
Your bullying is not my fault.
There's going to be a fist fight. I'm almost certain of it.
Okay. Christy, give me the teaser, please.
We have a meat attack.
Meat attack.
We have 7,000 hams stolen. We
And
have
again-
somebody stealing stuff from Home Depot that looks like Bradley Cooper.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
What does Home Depot sell that looks like Bradley Cooper?
No. The guy stealing the stuff looks like Bradley Cooper. And it's pretty much dead on.
It wasn't a ham with the face of
No,
Bradley
it wasn't a
Cooper
ham with the
inside
face
of it.
I got to tie those stories together. Right now, I want to tie together your mental health. How's your brain doing? We're all kind of PTSD'd right now after post-COVID, whatever you want to call it. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your entire life? Well, that's how your brain works. You just get the one. So treat your brain right and do stuff to help you so you can stay healthy. There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language, taking a nice power nap. Oh, I love that. There's also BetterHelp Online Therapy. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat-only therapy sessions, so you don't have to see anyone or be on camera if you don't want to. You can if you want with BetterHelp. It's more than affordable. Check it out. In-person therapy can be very expensive. This is a more affordable way to do it. Get all the details by going to BetterHelp.com/BTShow. You can get matched up with a therapist in under 48 hours. They've got a special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners where you can get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/BTShow. Easy to remember. BetterHelp.com/BTShow. 10% off your first month of online therapy. Do yourself a favor. Start feeling better. If you've got some issues you want to discuss, talk to a professional. BetterHelp.com/BTShow. That's better, H-E-L-P, of course. BetterHelp.com/BTShow. We want you to be feeling good out there. We're going to be feeling good when we come back because we have Ham and Bradley Cooper.
And ham.
And I've got an excuse to do this. What is that?
More off-putting sounds from Tom Griswold.
Once again, the idea is people to go, hey, I can't wait to listen.
Boy,
You're doing the opposite. I can't wait to turn this crap off.
How about this?
Nope.
You don't want to come back for that?
Nope.
How about this?
I'm on board.
Now, okay, we're ready. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Well, I was born in a small town and live in a small town. a small town. Oh, the small communities. And all my friends, it's a small town. My parents live in the same small town. My job is a small town, provides a little opportunity. Educated in a small town, taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another woman romantic, that's me. But I seen it out in this small town. Had myself a bow in this small town. Married an LA doll and brought her to this small town. That small town is like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from, and I forget the people who love me. I can be myself here in this small town. People let me be, this is what I wanna be. Nothing against a big town. Man, it's still hazy enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where the bury me.
Washington, Colorado, Arizona, and San Diego. 3 WNBA games last night. Seattle, Vegas, and Connecticut get the wins. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton, and 50 more artists celebrate the return of Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville, September 15th through 18th. And you can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes. Brought to you by Team Kentucky. Pricing includes VIP weekend passes, airfare credit, Marriott downtown Louisville accommodation, ground transportation from Pegasus Distill, dinner at Ceviche, a VIP tour at the Kentucky Derby Museum, and more. Plus, we'll be joining the celebration live from Louisville Friday, September 16th. Go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes. Brought to you by Team Kentucky.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
If Bobcat called you, wouldn't you keep it and play it for all your friends? Hi, this is Bob Goldthwait, too.
Yeah.
we've got an X-rated movie coming up. We think you're perfect for it. Just give me a call.
I had a phone call from Bono that I accidentally erased.
Oh, no!
Yeah, and I was like, ah!
Oh, why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh my God.
No, but so he called and,
You mean he heard you doing your Bono and he called you?
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium, or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very, and he and I met him, and I'm in the like the stadium doorway, and he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth, and it was just him and I and one other person, and he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses, and he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me, and I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?"
What?
Yeah. I'm going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first. Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Election.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm
Joshy's B.O.
I'm
stronger than dirt.
And here's Tom Griswold. A lot of angry emailers.
Oh.
And they have a problem.
I apologize for the bang bus bit.
No, not you.
Oh.
This is from Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Now what?
I decided to go for a walk this morning. I have a day off, and I was going to listen to my favorite radio show.
Right.
Oh, what's the name of that one?
I had the misfortune of tuning in right at the Bangladesh bus and other nonsensical
Bang the
music.
bus. Is that what's the show called?
Bang Bus.
Oh, just Bang Bus. Okay.
I think we found a different bit here, though, called Bangladesh Bus.
Wow, it's cheaper.
My first thought, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
After listening to Tom's constant segue into that George Harrison song, I'm starting to understand why the goldfish jumped out of the pool.
Thank you, Dave.
And Tom, you're being a Bangladesh.
Oh, I like that.
Whoa. Huh? Yeah, right?
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a brand that wouldn't sell.
We have two bits now.
Yeah.
Bangladesh and
Hello.
And Bangladesh bus.
Do you have odor down there?
Oh, I'm being told we can't do that.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right. A couple quick things. Kostaki Economopoulos is our NFL correspondent.
He's been canceled.
He's in Fresno at, is it DeChico's?
It is DeChico's.
Okay,
Yeah, very
this
good.
Friday night.
The raisin capital of the world?
And then a week from Friday in San Luis Obispo at the Slow Public Market. So that's cool.
Yeah, very.
And then Kostaki's...
Hi, welcome to the market.
SLS, sorry. And then we have, what else was I going to say? Josh on the road, I already mentioned that.
Well, mention it again.
Richmond, Indiana, Martinsville. It's Josh this weekend with Reno Collier and Jeff Oskey.
Thank you very much.
That'll be a great show. Now we return to
believe you.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Police in Florida have arrested a woman for allegedly throwing a raw steak at her boyfriend during a drunken fight.
What's her beef? Sorry.
42-year-old Rochelle Wright and the male victim were, quote,
Rochelle?
involved in a verbal argument and were intoxicated when the suspect picked up the steak and threw it at the victim.
As opposed to a nonverbal argument?
Wait a minute. Is this a crime?
And you call the police for this?
Yeah.
A criminal complaint states, not only that, but Chick, the meat missed the victim and instead struck his chair and then a nearby wall.
And the cops were there, and they must have been doing a stakeout.
You know, all of a sudden I like this.
When questioned by police, the woman admitted to the to the meat flinging, saying she was, quote, tired of his behavior and their arguing.
The cop said, well done.
She was arrested on charges of
You know,
domestic abuse.
we don't get these calls very often. It's pretty rare.
I'm on her side, whatever.
So who calls the cops when some hillbilly heaves a steak at her boyfriend?
Well, first of all, how do you know she's a hillbilly?
I wish
Well,
I
come
had
on,
a
because the
nick
steak was well done.
for every time I got hit in the mush with a steak. Come on.
Man.
Boy, if you get hit in the face with a steak, what do you put over your black eye?
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Adolph's.
Where did that start?
Wait a second. No, I think he's raised a really good point. It's like a George Carlin a joke eating itself.
But I'm with Chick. Who put the first steak on their eye when they got a black eye?
Who put the lang and the lang-a-dang-a-ding-dong?
That's kind of a Hollywood thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you always see it in movies and shows.
I don't think it actually does any the black eye any good. I don't.
Well, I think if it's cold.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it could be a bag of corn. It's just steak is kind of more classy, I guess.
Ugh.
What do you think? All that-
Imagine a big slab of meat on your. No.
You haven't had that?
Thank you, Josh. You beat me to the punch. You never had a big slab of meat there slamming the old
a tube steak.
Hey, why don't you just come over here and sit on my?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you people?
So I'm sorry. Does it say what kind of meat it was?
Just says a steak, Tom. I don't. What do you
Probably
want?
a chucked roast.
After
the fact. Again, who called the cops?
Well, apparently he did, because you know she didn't.
Oh God.
She's not
So
gonna
wait, did
call-
she actually hit him, or did
No,
she
no,
miss?
she missed.
So then
Yes.
who cares?
Yeah,
He-
it's silly.
She could have been trying to put it in like a cart or put it away.
No.
Just misunderstood.
No.
She was at home and it missed his chair and it said hit the wall.
She's trying to put it back in the freezer.
No.
Yeah.
She absolutely was not.
A man in southern Spain has been.
This is it. People put raw steak on the black eye because since the meat has been in the freezer or refrigerator, it's cold and it will help the bruising and swelling decrease by constricting
There you
blood.
go.
So it could be any
Right.
cold thing.
Right. I would recommend a bag of peas.
I have a
or
cold
whatever.
pack in my.
Sure. Yeah, like a purse.
Oh,
Boo-boo
here's
bear.
here's her pick. They even took a mug shot.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
How's he look?
She
She was the one arrested.
She looks like she'd throw a steak at somebody.
I see.
Okay.
Maybe it was one of those special steaks. Remember
Is
that
the,
marinade inside?
Yeah.
Ooh.
During a time of month?
What's it called?
A Menses?
Yeah.
That's there's a certain
filet minces.
I believe there's a certain indigenous tribe that their custom is to
marinate,
place beef and allow it to marinate within the mommy parts.
Beef.
and then
It's a steak.
Cook it and serve it.
Isn't that something?
To a man that will somehow.
It's an aphrodisiac, isn't it?
A little beef twa.
All right.
Yeah. That's not a tradition here in the States.
Yeah. I bet somebody does it, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What if you were a vegetarian? Or a vegetarian?
Christy, please.
No. Give us the teaser, Christy. What's coming up?
Coming up, we still have those 7,000 hams that were stolen. And we have a lot of animal news. We have sharks in the news. We have a whale stranded. We have a squirrel breaking into a barbecue.
And is Bradley Cooper on hard times and stealing stuff from Home Depot?
Yeah, we're going to find out.
Okay, and we got a whale in the news. Have you heard about this French whale?
I just said that, didn't I?
I believe you did.
If your lips are moving, I don't know.
I am not a fish. I am a memu.
When we have le whale. And when the whale story comes, you get to hear this. And you'll hear why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, and 50 more artists celebrate Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville September 15th through 18th, and you can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest now to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes. Brought to you by Team Kentucky. This is the Bob and Tom Show. things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide. And get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Good morning. It is a Wednesday. It's August 10th. Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast joining us. And coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, our comedian, relationship expert, Allie Breen, with your relationship letters. A lot of our listeners like to tune in. They like to see Allie because she's always looking great, but they also love to hear about your relationship issues because, gosh darn, it's a lot of fun to listen to. And we try to help out where we can. We've considered calling the show Break Up because sometimes that's Josh's advice or Jessica's advice or Tom's advice. But he calls it Sexy Time, and you'll find out why with comedian Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN. Get your letters to her across all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. You know the score. AllieBreen.com as well. ALLIBREEN. Again, Sexy Time on the way. Buckle up. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Actor Anne Heche is hospitalized in a coma and on a ventilator following a crash on Friday. Heche apparently still needs surgery for burns that she suffered in that wreck. No further information on her condition or prognosis provided. You'll recall last Friday she plowed into a house in Los Angeles in her Mini Cooper. Flames erupted. Heche was alone at the time and was pulled from the car. Longtime Saturday Night Live star Kenan Thompson will host next month's Emmy Awards, and he has a chance to take home 3 at the event. He's being part of the Emmy telecast, and it will air on NBC on September 12th. Joel Madden of Good Charlotte is the new host of the tattoo competition series Ink Master. You can catch that September 7th on the Paramount Plus streaming service. And Garth Brooks will narrate a series about our U.S. national parks. Brooks is also the executive producer of the series America's National Parks. It will air 5 nights in a row starting August 29th on the National Geographic Channel. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Can you do the voice?
There are seeds in my marijuana, Andy.
That's pretty close. It's a little beefy.
You do it.
There are seeds in my marijuana, Andy.
Too high.
Is that too high?
Yes, way high,
Christy,
man.
you try it.
There are seeds in my marijuana.
Ace, let's see your Aunt B.
There are seeds in my marijuana, Andy.
That was like Monty Python-esque.
I thought Andy was first.
Comes to the
It
beginning.
is first, Andy.
Oh, was it Andy? There's seeds in my marijuana. Oh, sorry.
Oh, man,
I've been hearing that bit for 30 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Most unfair thing about life is the way it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a death. What's that, a bonus?
No.
Life is tough. It should be reversed. You die first. Get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you live in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young. You get a gold watch. You go to work. You work for 40 years till you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. Go to college. You do drugs, alcohol. You party. You get ready for high school. Go to school. You become a kid. You play. You have no responsibilities. Become a little baby. Go back into the womb. Spend your last 9 months floating. You finish off as a gleam in somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo.
That's perfect.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
When I was in the Navy, one of my favorite jokes was I used to fly this radar plane, and we'd go up for these really long, boring missions in the middle of the night. So get a new guy in the squadron, I'd go up with him and say, hey, middle of the night, if you want to take a nap, go ahead. So he'd doze off. While he's asleep, I would go ahead and run. I'd hit the circuit breaker, pull the circuit breaker so the fuel gauges go to zero.
Uh-oh.
Then I would act like I was asleep. And when he came to, boy, did his eyes just light up. That's
light up like a fire. Oh, man.
Died of a heart attack. It was hilarious.
The old empty gas tank joke.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker.
Sure, we got some tickets.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey,
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Has he done a song today?
Just did a couple.
I don't remember. Or was that George Harrison singing? I get them confused. There's Josh.
Highly recommend the concert for Bangladesh.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hello.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey there.
There's Ace Cosby.
I have it on CD.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom.
Coming up, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. Certainly look forward to that. We talk about the world of romance with you. We had a kind of a fun story that just became unfun. Sorry. Christy, you have the sad story here.
A beluga whale in France. It was stranded for several days in the Seine River. Had to be euthanized after it was removed from the French waterway.
See, the original story was...
Can I finish? I was going to do it.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say, go ahead.
The whale was being prepared for transfer.
What kind of whale was it?
A beluga whale.
Beluga.
It's the only whale named after a klaxon horn.
It was being prepared for transfer.
It's not as funny now that the thing is a carcass. Okay.
To a saltwater port in Normandy, a veterinarian said the dangerously thin white mammal began to have breathing difficulties while it was being driven to the coast in a refrigerated truck. Experts decided the most humane thing to do was euthanize the creature.
It was because of all the secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Environmentalists acknowledged the plan to move the whale, risked fatally stressing out the mammal, but it would not have survived much longer in the Seine's fresh water.
Yeah, what a boy.
Poor little guy.
Got lost?
Yeah.
Must have got lost.
That's sad.
He must have got lost.
It wasn't a sad story until a few minutes ago. So
that was an update?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Before we could even date it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I thought the beluga would be funny, but now it's not so funny.
You think he was out of shape? Big and fat?
He was probably... No, it said
probably
it was thin.
He was in fresh water in the Sun River, and as opposed to being in
fatty
ocean anymore. Sad story. Sorry.
Yeah. Police in Georgia, on a much lighter note, are looking for a Bradley Cooper lookalike who allegedly stole equipment from a Home Depot.
Oh, sorry.
We'll be right back.
God, that was loud. That was Bangladesh coming back.
What
was that noise? Oh, my God.
The Henry County Police Department posted surveillance photos of the actor's doppelganger at the store in McDonough, where they said he stole a Bosch rotary laser kit.
Where was it?
In McDonough.
I'm loving it.
Look at him. He's lost all touch with reality.
Anyone with
Trying to lighten
information
the mood after Christy brought up that sad story.
Yeah,
about the suspect has been...
Yeah, how dare you read that story that he told you to read?
Have you seen the picture of this guy?
I have seen it.
No, I'll take a look here.
I wonder if it's a stunt double.
No, it couldn't be because unless he's put on 40 pounds.
Oh.
The guy does look like him in the face, but he's significantly larger.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll be the judge.
But yeah, I mean it's on the national newswire that he looks like Bradley Cooper.
It looks just like him.
I know. It's
If I was him, I'd be like, yeah, I got to get this for somebody.
He's one of those guys.
Okay.
Yes, if you looked at him, you might be like, man, should I go ask him for an autograph? Like, it's really, really something.
Maybe this is the dull plot of The Hangover Part 4.
Wait a minute. Where is this guy?
They have to hijack something from a Home Depot.
Oh, my God. It looks exactly like
Oh, that angle doesn't, but the one does for sure.
Well, he's a little chubbier.
Is there a Zach Galifianakis-looking guy passed out in a dumpster?
Often, yes.
Okay.
Don't you get the feeling you have to look at Zach a lot and go, Zach, calm down? Yeah, I bet so. He's always on. I love him. He's funny, but yeah.
Okay.
A man in southern Spain has been jailed for stealing over 7,000 hams from his place of work. The unnamed man in Huelva, is it Huelva?
Nobody knows.
Stole the hams from a curing warehouse over a period of 6 years.
Whoa.
He then sold the meat,
It's a long con. I like it.
defrauding his employer of about $531,000.
Oh, my God.
The man was sentenced to 11 months and 29 days in jail. He and his wife were also ordered to repay more than $540,000 to his former employer.
Good luck getting that money.
Huelva is famous for its jamón de jabugo. Each of these hams, made from Blackfoot pigs fed exclusively on acorns during the last 3 months of their lives, can sell for more than $500.
Wow. So he stole the ham, but his wife, she really brought home the bacon. Chick?
Yeah.
I'd like your thoughts on that.
No, I pass.
Okay.
So the guy's stealing thousands of hams. The company hasn't noticed this?
It was
Over
an average
6
of like,
years.
what, 3 a day almost.
Come on, it's the perfect
If you did it every
crime.
single day for 6 years.
Smuggle out a ham. Wonder how I got him out of the building.
Absolutely.
Do you suppose he put them in his pants?
Maybe lunchtime, take a ham.
A $500 ham?
Well, he must have a female partner working with him.
You think so?
I bet she hides the ham.
Maybe it was his wife. Maybe it was his wife.
Talk about hamming it up. Up on the ham.
You want to start hiding the ham, huh?
What are you messing with your guitar for, Pat?
Well, I'm living here in Spain, trying to make some extra money. No, it may have been insane to take the ham baked in the honey. You can make a meal of it, that's why I steal it, resell and reseal it. Well, I've never been to jail, and my hands are just a-shaking. My cellmate whispered in my ear, tonight we making bacon. Jail is unsightly, getting pork nightly, squealing like a pig.
All right.
We missed it.
Nice.
We don't know who this guy is.
Who?
What did he steal, Christy? How many?
7,000 hams.
He's the ham burglar.
Ham burglar.
Ham burglar.
This guy's obviously a kleptomaniac.
You think?
And he hasn't been cured. Ham jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we understood.
Ace liked him.
Got it.
No. Reading an article over there.
Clipping coupons.
Clipping coupons.
What are you getting a coupon for over there, Ace?
50% off the Method cleaning item.
I like the Method. Those are good.
Oh, yeah.
I like the lavender one.
I like the Methods commercials with Brando.
Yeah, he's very method.
He's a method actor, everybody.
You're going to clean that, Stella.
Wait a minute. Ho. That's your Marlon Brando? I love it.
Stella.
Hey, you want to give me a shove?
Okay, thank you very much.
A Louisiana man was arrested for allegedly having crystal meth and too many sharks on his shrimping vessel during bull shark fishing season.
Bull shark.
People can only possess one shark daily per vessel.
Oh.
Additionally, the shark must be at least 54 inches long. Law enforcement officials spotted 2 undersized bull sharks on the deck of the man's boat and boarded the vessel. The officer continued, quote, "We gained consent to go into the cabin, saw a homemade smoking apparatus in plain view, and that's when we found the crystal meth."
I see.
WVUE
Where the view is always nice.
Yeah.
reports the 44-year-old now faces over $5,500 in fines and 2 years in jail.
Dude, you're in the water. Throw it overboard.
Yeah. Dump it.
When the cops come, heave your homemade smoking device, whatever the hell it is. And
So my oldest swam with sharks yesterday, but she didn't get bitten.
okay.
Sorry to hear.
An update.
She wants bitten
She
a
wants
little, right?
she wants just a little bite. Yeah.
So these guys are fishing for sharks.
Yeah, bull sharks.
It's got to be pretty tricky, but you can only get one. That's the deal.
Yeah, of a particular size.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And is that a meth thing? That
Oh, it's a meth.
To shark.
No, I think this was.
No, I think it was.
The fishing was like, yeah, it would have been above board if it was only one in the right size. The meth is their side job.
I mean, I've heard downing a 6-pack while you fish, but meth. Well, I guess maybe they're trying to get some teeth from the sharks. Because there's
Like my new grill?
I got teeth from a shark.
Yeah, you have 4 rows.
Hey, you're going to need a bigger pipe. It's a teeth joke, you see. Okay. Now, coming up, it's going to be the famous show Sexy Time with Allie Breen. And Sexy Time important. And if, fellas, you might want to listen to this. You hear about low T all the time. Testosterone can affect many aspects of your body, guys. From your sex drive to let's just say the power of those erections, bone mass and other things, sperm production. Low T, low testosterone can affect a whole bunch of stuff. So the folks at Roman have come up with something. It's an at-home testosterone test kit. This can be step 1 to conveniently and accurately measure the total testosterone in your blood. The Roman Testosterone Test Kit cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with your provider. Roman sends you an easy-to-use kit, step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your house. Take the test before 10 a.m., pop it in the mail, and you can ship it right back that day. Once your results are ready, Roman sends you a certified set of lab results to your private account, an easy-to-read, downloadable PDF that breaks it all down. You can then choose to schedule a free consultation to go over your results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Find out about low T and see if you are dealing with it. Go to GetRoman.com/BT Show today for your at-home testosterone test kit. It's just $69. GetRoman.com/BT Show today if you're thinking about that low T issue. GetRoman.com/BT Show. Coming up, it's the lovely Allie Breen with Sexy Time. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the High Plains Thrifter checking in. That's John Evans. Check him out on the YouTube. My name is Mark Allison. You're listening, as I said, to Bob and Tom 24/7. Why do I always say that? Well, I want you to know where you are, what you're doing. Sometimes you're like, what day is it? What's going on? What time is it? Am I late for where I'm supposed to be? I don't know. It's your life. You figure it out. Hey, by the way, check out BobandTomStore.com. The new hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat. Still trying to get one on every trucker's head across the country. If you're out on the roads right now, A, be careful. B, if you're in the left lane, move over when there's 6 people behind you. They want to get by. And also the Bob and Tom Show hat on the head of every trucker. Stop in a truck stop, look around. The Bob and Tom Show hat, it's starting to work, ladies and gentlemen, and you can go to BobandTomStore.com and get your favorite trucker, the Bob and Tom Show hat. Let's do this. BobandTomStore.com. Rolling through a Wednesday with you, Allie Breen and Sexy Time. On the way, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. See, I told you where you were again. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. An update. French authorities say a beluga whale stranded for several days in the Seine River had to be euthanized after it was successfully removed from the French waterway. The whale was being prepared for transfer to a saltwater pool in Normandy. A veterinarian said Wednesday the dangerously thin white mammal began to have breathing difficulties while on the way to the coast. So experts decided the most humane thing to do was to euthanize the creature. Conservation group Sea Shepherd France said veterinary exams after the beluga's removal from the river showed that it had no digestive activity. The whale was first spotted last week, having accidentally veered off its normal path to the Arctic. Actor Anne Heche remains hospitalized and on a ventilator to help her breathe 4 days after she was injured in a fiery car crash. A spokeswoman for the actor says she slipped into a coma and is currently in critical condition. Hayes has what the spokeswoman called a significant lung injury, burns requiring surgery. Last Friday in L.A., Hayes' car smashed into a house. Flames erupted, and Hayes pulled by firefighters from the vehicle, which was embedded inside the house. Hayes, who's appeared on TV and in films, was alone in the car when it crashed. No one else was reported injured, although the house that she ran into was destroyed by fire. That's a look at things you may have missed on a Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. It'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, "Up, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man." It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, "Hit him with your flute, Greg."
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Have you seen
that's good.
The minivans that they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
sons. You're going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Can I just say that I really love doing this program?
Oh, thank you.
As a this is like such a fun. It's actually entertaining and fun to do it. And as a comedian, you do a lot of shows, and I did a radio program a few weeks ago. And they introduced me as the bad boy of comedy. I never said I was the bad boy of anything, nor do I want to be introduced as such.
Where'd they get
Only in comedy do you ever hear that. You never hear that in other professions. You never hear, he's the bad boy of gynecology. See the guy putting on his gloves with his fingers cut off?
Had his finger in a dike.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee over there at the news desk.
Yeah, sure am.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Maybe one of these hours we'll get a song from him.
He just did one.
There's... Really? Yeah. There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi, chick.
He's sitting there because of the nice people at Upside.
That's right.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. He is my buddy. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and we have a special guest.
There she is, and where she is always the question. Are you still in Florida?
Nope, Cape Cod.
Cape Cod.
For the love of God.
With all the sharks.
Where's Allie? Allie Breen is our guest. Allie is a stand-up comedian, world traveler, and she is the host of this show, which is known as Sexy Time.
Oh, yeah.
With Allie Breen.
Cape Cod. Kettle-cooked chips as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, they are good, yeah.
Now, well, let's just get right to it, Allie. You are going to read us letters about interpersonal relationships of the most intimate nature, and we're going to help. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my husband just got a new secretary at work, and when she calls, I see him get all flustered, and he's taking more time to get ready and look good for work. I started making fun of him about it at first, calling it a work crush, but now I'm actually getting really worried. What should I do?
Oh, boy.
Want to take this one? Josh, this sounds like it's right up your alley.
I mean, he's not doing anything wrong. You don't know that he's just, boy.
Well,
I don't know.
You want to tell her to stop being ugly?
Oh, I'm sure she's
Look
lovely.
better than the secretary.
Right.
It's easy.
He probably is doing that though. You know what I mean? Just he wants to impress her, maybe. Or she's flirting and you've got trouble. So maybe just start following him after work, like if he has to work just check up on him and see if he is where he says he is, you know?
Don't do that.
Oh, God.
That's right. Trap
his phone.
Not like every day, but you know.
Maybe go have lunch with the three of you. Can have lunch and you can talk it out and just watch and see if he's playing footsie with her under the table.
Or you could do this. Stay away from my man.
You know, if he's sliding, if he's
Let me tell you something. He's my man.
I like a good my man. Yeah.
But have a nice quiet lunch and just see if under the table he's giving her the old third base slide with his right toe.
Oh my God!
Hang on a second. Do people still play footsie? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they ever?
Really?
Yeah.
Footsie.
Yeah.
Footsie.
You know, I get up every morning about 4 a.m. and check the footsie. I can't.
You mean the stock index?
Sure.
Known as the footsie. Thank you. Obscure yet humorless.
Kick it wrong.
Okay, great.
Maybe talk to your husband. Say, hey, do I need to worry here? Just see what he says.
Oh, he's not going to say yes.
I know, especially if he gets
Nobody might reassure her.
But if he gets really defensive when you ask, like really defensive, then
Shut up, Alsman. What else do we have, Ollie?
If he starts getting you weird gifts like the same perfume that she wears, stuff
Josh.
like that.
If he
and if he drops the C word on you, you know he is cheating.
if he starts tanning, starts working out.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of where it is, though. It sounds
You're
like.
done.
Yeah, he's already trying to powder up and look good. He's one step away.
You're done.
Why is there no trust left in the world?
Because men suck.
Yep.
Well, okay.
That's not the name of the show.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sexy time with men sucking.
Okay. Well, let's move on. Thank you, Allie Breen. Once again, you can reach Allie, by the way, ALLIBREEN, and do it on social media because finding Allie with a physical letter would be impossible.
That's
because
exactly what I was
she's
gonna
never been in the same city more than 3 days in a row.
You're probably wondering,
internet.
how does she have all these homes and all these different? Well,
Will you adopt me?
She robs banks. That's why you can.
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be amazing.
Oh, if we found out she's some international.
Yeah, I've always wanted to make a movie where there was a comedian who was also either a murderer or a bank robber.
Yep.
And they would eventually tie them together by looking at the schedule. Oh, look, he was at the Chuckle Hut the same day of the murder.
Did you see this woman at the Fat Black Pussycat? Well, take no action upon yourself. Call your local.
Allie, can I ask why you're in Cape Cod?
Yeah, with family. My family rents a place here for the summer.
Cool.
Well, not the whole summer, but like 4 weeks.
Does anyone in your family work?
Apparently they work hard and well because they have the means to do great things like that.
Now, is your boyfriend with you in Cape
No one
Cod?
works in the summer. Yep, he's here.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Yeah.
Is he right there in the room with you?
That's a surprise.
No one's in the room.
Okay.
I don't like doing the show with people in the room.
Yeah, I don't
Otherwise,
blame
I'd have him pop on.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for a place in Florida, but go ahead.
Well, let's go back to it. Once again, Allie, what do we got there in the world of letters?
Dear Allie, I found dick pics on my boyfriend's phone. Ugh. He never sent me one, so of course I got mad at him. He says he just took them for fun and never sent them to anyone. Could this be true? And is there a way to tell if a photo has been sent to someone? I meant to say D pics. I'm sorry I said the whole thing.
So, but are they his D?
They're of his?
Yeah, they're of his, it sounds like. But they've never been sent to her.
God,
unfortunately,
what do you mean? Are they of his? God, I hope so.
I think.
Another letter.
I think he's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, if he you wouldn't need a picture. If he wants to see it, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's like getting a tattoo of yourself on yourself.
Right.
You don't carry one with you, do you? Do you have one that you have in your archives that you send out?
You mean just in case someone wants a picture? No,
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't have one. I have a whole folder. But the thing is,
back in the day before the low T kicked in. Thank you,
where'd
Ace.
that come from?
He's only 44. Give him a break.
I'm trying to tie in with our sponsors.
Okay.
Well, don't.
We're doing just fine.
I don't know if you can believe. I don't. And your technical question of can you tell if a photo has been sent before? I have no idea. There may be a way.
I know. I'm trying to look into that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, someone should make that an app.
So why did he say that he had them? I missed it.
For fun.
For fun.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't been sitting around on his old day at the office and go, you know what I'd like to see? Rather than just go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because pictures are a lot different than a
why
mirror.
didn't he could have come up with a reasonable lie.
Like what?
I sent him to my friends to make them mad, or
what friends? If you sent me one of those, you'd be blocked immediately.
Right, it's funny. So that's how I have to get blocked by you? All right. See blocked.
Okay. All right. Something's going on with this guy.
Yeah.
Now, let's just back up for 1 second. Allie, do you find that to be appealing?
Girls do photo shoots for fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, if a guy sends a D-pic?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've asked for them before, in which case I would find it appealing, but I would really have to be in the mood, and it would have to be someone I asked.
Yeah, of course.
There's no way just a random one is appealing.
I can't
Then do you have a folder of them? What do you do with them?
No, but I don't know that I erase them, so they're somewhere in my phone roll. So if my nieces and nephews ever have my phone, it's terrifying. It's in there somewhere. There's
wow, looks like Allie went to see the Washington Monument. Oh no!
They painted it black.
And ladies and gentlemen, a checkmate. Thank you, Josh. All is forgiven.
What Josh do? You're the one that insulted him.
So all is forgiven.
Okay.
I do have friends that have requested actual videos from guys. Like some girls do get turned on by that kind of thing.
They do. I can't imagine sending an unsolicited D-pic though. That is brazen.
A video?
Sure.
Yep.
Of them enjoying themselves?
Yep. That's the one.
Well, Josh, how could you do that and not drop the pizza?
All right, first off.
He has a tripod.
You don't think That's right, Christy. I don't know. I have two tripods. One for the camera and one for the extra pizza slice.
I'm pretty sure no one in this room cares for you.
That's fine right now. I don't care. Yeah. I'm sorry. Allie, let's get to our next letter. This guy, if he's got D-pics, they're there for a reason.
Yeah. He's
sorry to hear it, ma'am.
He's fishing.
Yeah. Dear Allie.
It's a shame he's using minnows for bait. Sorry.
Dear Allie, I just started hosting a foreign exchange student from France, and he's a handsome, charismatic boy. He's a junior in high school, and I have 2 high school girls. He's going to be with us for a year. How worried should I be about possible hookups?
Where's he from?
France.
Oh, you're done. They're already both pregnant.
Yeah. Put them on birth control right now.
Let them hook up with them if they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you care? You want to bang this kid.
That's what I was thinking.
I wouldn't really go that direction, frankly.
Well, juniors can be... French juniors are 19.
Yeah, they're a lot older. Yeah.
Nice recovery. Wow. Can you go back to the black box? You didn't mind, please?
There's always a chance.
You're toast.
You could also say to your daughters, hey, please don't have sex with the foreign exchange student.
Yeah. He's essentially here to be your brother.
Right.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that. Indeed.
Well, still, you talk to them, don't you? So that's what you do.
Okay. A lot of moms don't talk to their daughters about things like that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I know it is. You can't just pretend that it's not going to happen.
I say chastity belts all around.
That's right. Lock them up.
One for Frenchie.
Lock her up.
Hey, wait a second. A lot of European guys don't get
circumcised,
snipped, right?
Yeah.
You can just go, hey, girls, he's got a hooded dong. You don't want to mess with him.
I love that poem. The hooded dong.
The hooded dong.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah, whose hole this is, I think I know.
All alone.
My horse is in the village, so
I sang a song.
Oh, sorry.
I sang a song for the hood.
I don't think I knew that Europeans didn't get circumcised. That's a common thing.
Depends on the country.
Yeah, circumcisions are less common over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except for like Israel.
Stop.
Kind of goes without saying.
Well, I mean, is it considered to be Europe, technically?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
No.
North Africa. I'm sorry, Valley, could we get our next letter before we have to cancel the show?
Dear Allie, my best friend is in love with a guy that she has been hooking up with for months. She won't date anyone else in the hope that they become serious, even though we told her he doesn't want anything serious. I took it upon myself to talk to him, to tell him he should break it off because it's unfair to her. And since we've been talking, we started to hook up.
No.
Yeah, baby.
Now it feels like we're becoming serious, and I don't know how to tell her I was trying to help her without looking like I was trying to steal her man.
All right.
What should I do?
I'm not interested in you at all, but I need this guy's info, and I hope that he has done a TED Talk because I want to find out how he did this.
Right. Every woman he's with, like, oh, I'm so into you.
No,
Oh,
she's breaking every law. You don't go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You cannot date your best friend's boyfriend.
You are a bad friend in this situation.
Yeah, very bad.
Very bad.
Boy.
Even trying to get him to break up with her.
Exactly.
Went from begin with.
Yeah, went from bad to worse.
Yeah.
Why did she make the initial phone call?
To say to him,
say
to him, hey,
right,
you know what? I'm kind of with you here.
Right from the get-go, this was
yes,
yeah. This
whether
was,
you think it or not, this was planned.
Subconsciously, you wanted him.
You needed it.
yeah. Nasty stuff. Nasty.
I hope you enjoyed having a friendship with her because it's over.
And getting cheated on in the future by this guy.
That's true, too.
He's going to do it again.
Not everything has to end.
Also, she's now in the same position that the other girl was in. She's like, now I think it's serious.
Missionary. Yeah, for now.
You can't beat missionary, right?
Yeah. Pretty soon, this guy will be, doing the whatever you call it, the Texas Tango. What are those?
Oh, sure.
The Cleveland Steamer. Yeah, something about.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get to that.
God.
Okay, we got time for another letter here, Allie. Allie Breen is the host. The show is called Sexy Time. What do you got?
Dear Allie, I just got my boyfriend's name tattooed on my lower back.
Smart.
And I didn't tell him. I just let him find out. I thought he'd be really touched and excited, but instead he seems like he's freaking out.
Yeah.
Is this a bad sign?
Yeah, he doesn't want to complete on his own name.
And he was going to break up with you next week.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Yeah, no names.
And now he thinks you need him to tattoo your name on him.
That's
a lot of pressure for him.
That's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Really bad
I mean, look at what's the guy's name? Pete Davidson is apparently breaking up with Kim Kardashian, and he's got, what is it, her kid's initials on his body tattooed.
Mm-hmm. That's weird anyway.
Yeah. But, now what do you do?
Wow.
Well, he's got a lot of doodles. It's hard to even see.
Who saw that?
Yeah.
Those two kids breaking up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought they were weird enough that it would have lasted. I really did.
Yeah.
I supremely didn't care at all. And
Well, I'm more, yeah.
He'll date someone else with those initials. It'll be fine.
So she has this guy's name tattooed on her above her gluteal cleft.
Yeah, that's a weird spot to do a boyfriend's name.
Yeah, they don't.
Lower back.
And she wanted him to discover it, so we know what he's into.
Well,
Yeah.
At least they're not going to have any kids.
you can access the.
You can do it.
He doesn't know.
Do you ever have sex other than the missionary position?
Hey, wrong way. Wrong way, McGillicuddy.
What is it? The Longhorn Steer. That's where that goes. It's smelling
okay,
your back.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
That's just never a good idea.
Yeah, just update us in the future when you guys break up. Like, I wonder how long this will last.
I think it's a commitment thing. I think it freaked him out because he's not as committed to this as she is.
We're all forgetting something.
What?
Pat?
Yeah?
What do you think about tattooing a name on your body?
It's not smart.
No.
Pat, when you did it, did you tell them you were going to, or did you surprise them?
No, she did it first on her ankle, so I sort of had to a month or two later.
So your name is still on her ankle?
I don't know about that. It's probably covered up, I would imagine.
But you felt obligated to get the tat.
Exactly.
Did she put your full name, Patrick Joseph Godwin?
She just put Patrick on her ankle, like a little ivy thing. You know?
Okay, all right. You've never asked her if she got rid of it?
Well, we broke up. I haven't talked to her since. So,
boy,
should we call her up? And I can track her down.
Oh, boy.
I know people. Okay, yeah. No, so, but you've covered yours up once again with a blotchy
bat signal.
Bat
or something
signal.
stupid, yeah.
I think that design looks cool. I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it looks bad at all.
It looks like a birthmark on a whale.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. So it's just this blobby. Okay. We have time for one more, Allie. What do you got?
Bobby.
Dear Allie, my girlfriend and I just moved in together to her place, which has 2 bedrooms. I want to keep it as a bedroom so we can sometimes sleep apart, and she wants to make it into an office and says we'll never sleep apart.
Ugh.
Now I'm getting cold feet. I think I need the option for some space. Can I back out of this?
Yes, do it before you move in.
Probably should. Take it from me. Separate bedrooms never work. Good luck.
No, separate bedrooms.
Even if it's just a spare second bedroom, if you're not sleeping there all the time, that's not that bad, right?
I'm for separate sleeping spaces in case someone snores or someone's fidgety. Like if you don't get sleep, you'll just be a monster.
The divorce rate between people who are among people who have separate bedrooms is so much lower than
Is that
those
right?
who yes.
Oh,
yes.
Excuse the results.
And you've been a marriage counselor for how long? And how many marriages have you ruined? And how many?
Hey, wait a second. If you want to talk credentials on this show, you're in the wrong place, mister.
Well, why is he opening it? He shouldn't even be allowed to.
All I did was cite a
comment site. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see this.
I'll look it up.
Okay, look it up for
I'm
next
saying
week.
we do it a lot, so there you go.
There you go. Is there anybody crazier? No.
Okay, you can reach Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN. Send us your love trouble. We'll try to help. You might tell that woman who has the exchange student that her daughters are going to be exchanging bodily fluids with Pierre LaFrance pretty soon. I'm just telling you.
They
Okay.
love a guy with an accent. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No. Thank you, Allie. It's always a great pleasure.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have fun.
You know, we can help you with your sleep problems because we have the Sleep Number bed. If the issue is she wants a firm mattress, you want a less firm mattress. Guess what? The Sleep Number bed has a touch of the button available for you. Chick McGee, what is your Sleep Number setting?
100. I like a nice firm mattress.
Conversely, we have Christy Lee. What is your Sleep Number setting?
45.
There you go, marshmallow-like, and yet you could be a couple because
ask Josh.
Josh, what's your Sleep Number setting?
Thank you for asking. 65.
Okay.
That's important.
Right in the middle.
Kind of lands right in the middle is not very helpful.
Well, no, it's very helpful.
The point being, everybody can be happy, and you can create what we call bedtime bliss with your Sleep Number bed. You dim the lights, you put away the smartphone.
You'll never have any conflict if you get a Sleep Number bed.
There you go. Well, that's an interesting thought. Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. I love my Sleep Number bed. Every great day starts the night before.
Now, think about what Tom just said. He loves his Sleep Number bed.
Yeah.
What else does he love like that?
Oh,
Nothing.
Right now, it's time for Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. Now, all of the smart beds are on sale. Save a staggering 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. This is a limited sale. Get the details at your Sleep Number store. How do you find them? sleepnumber.com/BT show. Sleep Number has some tips for you, and that bed will help you because it will tell you what you need to do to get even better sleep. As I said, every great day starts the night before with a Sleep Number bed. sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we will continue to enlighten you as to the activities of Earth, the world, philosophy, and more.
Hot dog.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called "Oh, No, You Didn't." Pretty God. Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't."
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Hey, are you one of those people that say, "I never win anything. I wish I could be a winner. I wish I could go and win that"? Today is your chance. Why not make it you? Enter to win the Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes, brought to you by Team Kentucky. You could win a VIP weekend pass to see the Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival, located at the Kentucky Expo Center right there on the Highland Festival grounds. Who's going to be there, Mark? Well, Pearl Jam for one. Perhaps you've heard of that small local band. Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton. Hello. Man, is he ever awesome. Tom's daughter went to see Chris Stapleton, if that tells you anything about his encompassing of all genres and all ages. Yes, Chris Stapleton will be at Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival, and you could win a VIP pass, airfare credit, hotel accommodations, ground transportation, and more. I never win anything. This is your chance. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Click on the Beyond the Bourbon contest, enter your information, and who knows, you could be the big winner. Why not you? Why not now? Just sign up to win. It's that easy. We're giving it away. Brought to you by Team Kentucky. We thank them, and we thank you for listening to us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good luck. Again, bobandtom.com/contest. Click on the Beyond the Bourbon contest, and you could be heading to see all those great bands in Kentucky. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. You may finally be catching a break from relentlessly surging prices, just a slight one, even as inflation is expected to remain painfully high for months, thanks largely to falling gas prices. The government's inflation report for July, which will be released this morning, is expected to show that prices jumped 8.7% from a year earlier. Still sizzling pace, but a slowdown from the 9.1% figure in June. Oh, but wait, you can expect to pay more to send a letter or package next year. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy says postal rates will go up in January after a hike in July. He says the reason is simple. That thing, inflation, we were just talking about. And the United States has renewed credibility on global climate issues and will be able to inspire other nations, hopefully, in their efforts, according to experts. After Democrats pushed through that big economic bill Sunday, the legislation, the single biggest investment in climate change in U.S. history, putting about $375 billion towards climate change fighting strategies, such as investments in renewable energy, production, and tax rebates for consumers who buy new or used electric vehicles. And a Utah man is in trouble. Corey Allen Martin has been arrested on accusations he started a wildfire trying to burn a spider with his lighter. According to police, Martin said he saw the spider Monday while hiking in the foothills near Salt Lake City. He acknowledges starting the fire, but didn't explain why. He was just simply trying to burn the spider. Not your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, Chris Stapleton, and 50 more artists celebrate the return of Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville, September 15th through 18th. And you can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes, brought to you by Team Kentucky. Pricing includes VIP weekend passes, airfare credit, Marriott downtown Louisville accommodation, ground transportation from Pegasus to Still, dinner at Ceviche, a VIP tour at the Kentucky Derby Museum, and more. Plus, we'll be joining the celebration live from Louisville Friday, September 16th. Go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter to win Beyond the Bourbon All-Inclusive Sweepstakes. Brought to you by Team Kentucky. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Stand-up comedy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick desk.
Hello.
Hello. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with Today in History. Tom?
If you like.
Are
I
you all
suppose.
set?
Not really. I'll look
you know
it up
what,
here.
You know what day it is?
August.
August 10th. My mother-in-law's birthday. Ex-mother-in-law. Happy birthday, Mary Jane.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice that you had that.
Josh.
We have a nice relationship.
We got Missouri news for you.
Oh, my God, I almost choked on nothing. What's going on there?
Today in 1821, Missouri became the 24th state.
Oh,
How about that?
They were famously desperate to join the Union because Missouri loves company.
Oh.
Very nice.
I wrote that.
Nicely done. I believe it.
Actually, this is kind of interesting. On this date, August 10th, in 1776, word of the United States' Declaration of Independence reached London, England.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they weren't happy.
I bet so, yeah.
Well, it had to go by boat.
They didn't have Twitter.
Right.
They didn't know.
They kept trying to send a horseman from the United States to England, but it kept drowning.
Yeah.
To if by sea. Okay. Well,
got to keep his head up.
Christy, this one's for you because I know you're the one that love France.
Mm-hmm.
And France. And the Louvre.
The Louvre?
The Louvre opened in 1793.
Yeah, it is big.
Only like 2 paintings.
Yeah, but there were 400 postcards available.
No, I see.
Did you ever go there? Most people they skip the museum, just go to the postcard place.
You don't have to go in.
Send it to their friends.
You know that pyramid building, that where the Louvre is?
Right.
It has not changed since it opened.
That's right.
Yeah, very fancy. Way ahead of it.
Remember how mad they were when that opened?
Oh, boy, the French were not happy. What are you doing? Because it is such an old building.
Tacky. Yeah.
1960.
The aliens put it.
60.
Alfred Hitchcock's movie Psycho premiered in Los Angeles.
Oh, it was good.
Did you know that there was a measurable lack of water after that because people were not taking showers?
Oh.
Wow.
Wait a minute. That'd be
backwards.
Yeah,
surplus.
There was a surplus of water after that because people weren't taking showers. Shut up. Weren't taking showers. That'd be a much funnier joke. Let's see.
I think that's my least favorite Hitchcock movie.
It's real good, but I see.
It's pedantic.
Ever seen The Saboteur with Robert Cummings?
I have.
I love that one. I love the way they always end at a big monument like that with the Statue of Liberty.
Rope is the best Hitchcock movie.
It is good.
Rope.
I never saw that.
Rope.
The movie Red Dawn.
Oh, is that where the high school kids save America?
Yeah.
Led by Patrick Swayze?
1984. That was the first movie with the PG-13 rating, which is why it made Today in History.
Okay.
Tom Cruise with his original teeth, is that correct?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
PG-13 means...
parental guidance suggested for anyone.
But I mean, what are the parameters of that? What are the rules?
I just told you, 13.
I mean, is there nudity or?
I think it's just bad words.
At least one F-bomb.
Smoking.
Yes, exactly.
Violence.
So there can be violence, but no No swearing.
One or two, maybe.
No nudity.
I think you get one.
I think you get.
Don't get me started on the MPA. It's
One
they don't even know. So
I haven't seen Red Dawn. Is it like ladies about your first period? You wake up.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, I've had my Red Dawn.
Oh, I'm a woman now.
Where's the chambermaid?
Okay, sorry.
Do you even think about what you say sometimes?
No, not really.
Right. Okay.
Happy birthday to Henry Nestle.
Oh,
Nestle,
yeah, he invented the transistor.
Nestles. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate.
1814.
Discovered Pennsylvania? Or the Nestle, Pennsylvania? Is that right?
That's Hershey.
Sorry.
Very close. Herbert Hoover, born in this date in 1874.
Ready to vacuum cleaner?
Boy, rough timing, that depression hitting right when you want to run for the second term.
Yeah. I don't know what that's like.
Okay. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. 1909, the birth of the great Leo Fender.
The guitar people?
Oh,
he developed the bumper of the car. The
front part of the
automobile, yeah.
Before he came along, they bashed in the front end all the time, yeah.
1928, Jimmy Dean. Not James Dean, Jimmy Dean.
Oh, the Sausage King.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Sausage King of Chicago.
And
you're Jimmy Dean.
That's Abe Froman, sorry.
Still doing the voiceover on the commercials.
Yeah, he sure is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel about that.
I love his sausage. I don't care.
Okay, just asking. I mean, it's all right, I guess. 1959, Roseanne Arquette.
Oh, Toto wrote a hit about that.
That made today in history?
Yeah. And doesn't, I think she technically pronounces it Rosanna, right?
Oh, that's
I would imagine.
what you say.
Really?
Time now for things we learned. When we get to the bottom of the barrel, it means Roseanne Arquette.
More than 4 B-list celebrities is referred to
NAPA.
as an Arquette of celebrities.
Auto Parts with nearly
Like her brother.
6,000 NAPA Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 NAPA Auto Care centers. NAPA is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. That's NAPA.
Thank you, NAPA. Christy, I got to do one more birthday.
Okay.
1960, Antonio Banderas.
Oh, love him.
Do you know what he's in the mob?
Make love to someone tonight.
Yeah, his Antonio Banderas mob name? Tony Flags.
Bandera.
You know, if I didn't like
I
that
like
so
Tony
much,
Flags a lot.
Things we learned
In
today.
Philadelphia, he was... go ahead, chick.
Ace Cosby. Ace had 2 jokes of the day today. We were very
I thought we
hilarious.
only heard one.
Hilarious jokes.
Hilarious joke.
All right.
You know that James Dean, the actor, was the sausage queen, according to some people.
Leave him alone.
We're working on finding a name for my fantasy football team. My favorite is Monkey Whorehouse.
I do like that.
Tom claims he won the NASCAR Fantasy League many years ago, and we're
in this building.
In behind the scenes, people are mad because he did not win.
Yes, I did.
The NASCAR. My video, I played with my nipples yesterday on the show, and it was on video, and now it's all over the Bob and Tom socials, and I'm really enjoying watching it. Hey, don't keep your phone in your pocket if you're going to be a Major League Baseball player, okay?
And play in the game.
Don't do it, all right? Don't go out on the field with
That
your
should
phone.
be a fine.
It'll pop out of your pants. And then
Can you imagine if there's a pop fly, all of a sudden the guy picks up his phone, getting a text message, and it just drops to the ground?
Or can you imagine it ringing in the middle? Guy's in his backswing, and all of a sudden, yeah. I guess they don't have backswings in baseball.
There'll be a fine, I assume.
You don't want it ringing. Josh Arnold, Reno Collier, Jeff Oskey are slapping a show together, and they'll be in Richmond on Friday, Richmond, Indiana, and then Martinsville, Indiana on Saturday.
That's right. Some good live shows.
Yeah, don't miss that.
And don't forget Kostaki at DeChico's coming up this Friday in Fresno, California. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Pearl Jam, Jack White, Kings of Leon, and 50 more artists celebrate Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville, September 15th through 18th, and you can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest now